The Sturs have hit the road and headed south into Pasadena, California to take on the Arroyo Seco Saints in a midweek matchup. Hello, I'm Hunter Shoemake, welcoming you to Jackie Robinson Field just across the street from the Rose Bowl. Well, yesterday for the Sturs, coming off a non-CCL game, and they picked up the victory against the San Diego Bombers, an 8-7 decision, with the Sturs coming out on top of that matchup. But entering today back to CCL play, in the last two games that they have played in CCL matchups, they have dropped. It's a two-game losing streak against the OC Riptide. Looking to break that here this afternoon on a warm evening from Pasadena as we take a look at the starting lineup this afternoon. I should say this evening for the Sturs, leading off and catching Dylan Maxey to bat second in center field. Jonah Sebring to bat third, and at third, Daniel Patterson in the cleanup spot and DHing Jack Holman. Batting fifth, the shortstop TJ Pompey to bat sixth, and at first base, Johnny Rodriguez in the seventh spot, and in left field, Caden Peterson to bat eighth, and out and right, Jackson Freeman, and in the nine-hole, D. Kennedy, who will be at second base, and the right-hander, Peyton Gubler, will get the start today on the hill for the Sturs. And for Arroyo Seco, Kobe Minchie, the right-hander from Dallas Baptist, is getting his fifth appearance, but his first start on the hill, entering today with a 3.38 ERA. He is warming up and tossing, get ready to rock and roll here from Jackie Robinson Field, just across the way from the Rose Bowl. The Sturs this afternoon, maroon tops, gray bottoms, and the white and blue pinstripes this evening for the Arroyo Seco Saints. So here comes Dylan Maxey, and for Maxey, only his fourth game, but he's gone 4 for 7 in his first 7 times recording ABs, and he has been phenomenal for the Sturs early goings of his outings here as a Santa Barbara Forester, and he's going to lead things off. And a prominent theme for both teams really is the amount of lefties that we're likely going to see. For Arroyo Seco, when we look at their lineup at the bottom half of this inning, they've got 6 lefties in the lineup here this evening. We're going to see a lot of lefty pitching as well from the Sturs to combat all those lefty bats for the Saints. But here is Dylan Maxey, bat from the right side, stand in for the first time. Fourth game, gone 4 for 7, and Kobe Minchie coming set on the hill. First pitch to Maxey, and Dylan's swing and miss was a heater from Minchie for strike number 1. 0-1 to the leadoff batter, Dylan Maxey. Sebring, Patterson scheduled in this inning. Coming set from the test, Kobe Minchie, the second pitch, and it looked like an off-speed, but it misses high to even up the count 1-1. And Kobe Minchie, his first start of the season and his 5th appearance on the hill. He's got a 1-1 count to the leadoff man for the Sturs. And here's the pitch, and Maxey was an off-speed, but he went around in the zone. Strike 2. 1-2 for Dylan. And that 4 for 7 ABs, good for a 571 average. There's first 3 games, but he's down the count here looking to protect the plate. Sebring waits on the wings. 1-2 pitch, and Maxey will take a fastball down the middle, called strike 3. Maxey retired, 1 away in the top of the first. Dylan goes down looking, and Kobe Minchie, the starting pitcher for Arroyo Seco, picks up his first K. This is going to bring up Jonah Sebring. Finds himself in center field defensively today for Bill Pintard. Sebring, another right-handed batter. Peterson now standing on deck, but beautiful day from Pasadena. Blue skies, a little bit of a breeze. The American flag, very big American flag, out in center field, blowing dead away towards the center of the ballpark here at Jackie Robinson Field. Just underway, the first pitch now is Sebring, and he will see a changeup high in the zone for a strike from Kobe Minchie. 0-1. Jonah enters today, 370 clip, going 10 for 27. Still rolling very well for the manager, Bill Pintard. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. It was a breaking ball from Kobe Minchie, and quickly down the count is Jonah, 0-2. After Dylan Maxey, the leadoff man, was retired here. Opening inning, no score. Base is clear for the Sturs on the road in this midweek matchup against the Arroyo Seco Saints. Here's the pitch, the 0-2, and a breaking ball and a swing and a miss for Jonah Sebring, and consecutive strikeouts to start the day for Kobe Minchie. 2 gone in the top of the first. So Sebring retired, and that's going to bring up Daniel Patterson, another right-handed batter for Bill Pintard. Sturs entering today 7-5 in CCL play, and Arroyo Seco are currently the top of the CCL South at 8-4. Big matchup today for the Sturs. The first pitch to Patty, fastball just missing high, Likely a fraction in to Daniel. That is ball 1. Patterson, he's been heating up, currently 269 average for him. Here's 1-0 pitch, and Patterson sees a fastball down, ball 2. The Sturs, second time playing Arroyo Seco this season. It was that shootout game, if you recall, when the Sturs prevailed 12-11 back at Santa Barbara High School. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Patterson, and Patterson will take a fastball just the lower half of the zone for a strike, 2-1. Kobe Minchie, the right-hander from Dallas Baptist, gets himself back in the count after sitting down Maxey and Sebring, both striking out those 2 batters. 2 gone, bases clear. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and it looked like breaking ball from Minchie, missing away to the right-handed batter Patterson. That is ball 3. Daniel's able to reach with the bases clear, 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. Jack Holman awaits on deck for Santa Barbara. Kobe Minchie coming from the chest. Here's a 3-1 offering, and Patterson will see ball 4 high. The fastball missing from Minchie, and he will lose Patterson, and the Sturs have their first base runner of the ball game. And that's going to bring up the DH, Jack Holman. Patterson reaching with base on balls, and here's the DH, the first lefty in the order this afternoon for the Sturs. Trying to work around Patterson with 2 gone here in the opening inning. And Kobe Minchie looking in, the right-hander glare over to first base, and Patterson decent lead off at first, and a check back to Patty. He'll slide in head first and scampers back to his feet quickly. And Jack Holman still awaiting the first pitch here. Again, the lefties are going to be a big factor, especially for Arroyo Seco. They have 6 in their starting 9 this evening. Here's the first pitch to Holman. On its way, and Holman will see fastball high and away, ball 1. So Patterson is at first. We'll see if Bill Pintard and Steve Shuck try to send Patty to second with 2 gone here in the opening inning. The Sturs have 28 for 43 in terms of stolen bases. Another check back to Patterson at first. He slides in head first. No damage done. 28 of 43. They have the most attempted stolen bases in the CCL. Another look over to first base from Kobe Minchie. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Holman. And Holman, he will take a fastball down the middle to even up the count 1-1. DJ Pompey awaits on deck for Santa Barbara. See if they can work Patterson to work the 2-out walk in the opening inning. And another night game for Santa Barbara played on Sunday down in Orange County in Irvine. It's a night game, and another check back to Patterson at first. Minch is keeping very close tabs on Daniel at first. So Holman, he's only seen 2 pitches so far. He's been standing in there for quite some time. Here's a 1-1, and Holman turns on it. It goes into right field, deep into right field for Jack Holman, and that ball goes over the fence, and Jack Holman, the 2-run homer here in the opening inning, and the Sturs now lead 2-0 in the opening inning. Holman picks up his 2nd homer of the year. And what a way to start here this evening for the Santa Barbara Foresters. The 2-run shot from Jack Holman with 2 out. Sturs now lead 2-0 in the opening inning. What an effort from Jack Holman on that pull side down that right field line. That's going to bring up TJ Pompey with now the bases clear. Sturs in the lead by 2 runs. First pitch to TJ, and a check swing is a breaking ball, missing low. That is ball 1. So Holman, his 2nd homer of the year. He's had a big impact in that DH spot when he hasn't been at first base. Second pitch now to TJ, and he fouls it back directly behind home plate to even up the count 1-1. For TJ, another man batting from the right side, 286 average on the year. But now after that Holman homer, that also coming with 2 outs here in this opening inning. Here's 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss late on the fastball. It's now a ball and 2 strikes for TJ. Johnny Rodriguez on deck for Santa Barbara. 2 runs in the opening inning. Santa Barbara now lead 2-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch to TJ, and he will spit on it. It was a breaking ball from Minchie. Down low and in to the right-handed batter, 2-2. TJ's able to get on base. Rodriguez stands on deck, trying to make Minchie think about something else. Here's the 2-2 pitch, but the fastball got TJ's swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes. And Kobe Minchie strikes out 3 in the opening inning, but Jack Holman, the 2-run shot in this first frame, puts the Sturs on top. Go to the bottom half of the inning. Peyton Gubler, the starting pitcher for the Sturs, out on the hill.
Out to the ball game, take me out to the bookstore. Hi, this is Forrester's Hall of Fame member Jim Buckley. When I'm not telling you who's batting for the Sturs, I write books for kids. Visit Chaucer's Books on Upper State Street and ask for my new graphic novel biography of Amelia Earhart or any of the great books I've written in the Who Was biography series. Titles include Muhammad Ali, the Wright Brothers, Blackbeard the Pirate, Roberto Clemente, and many more. Thanks for your support of reading for kids and the Forresters.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Going to the bottom of the first inning here from Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, California. Peyton Gubler will get his first start of the season. The right-hander who plays for BYU, now in his second appearance. First appearance for Peyton was going 2 innings, gave up a single hit, did not allow a run, did not allow any walks as well, and struck out 3 in his first 2 innings as a Santa Barbara Forester. The defense behind him, Daniel Patterson is at third, TJ Pompey at short, D. Kennedy at second, Johnny Rodriguez at the first station, Dylan Maxey serving as a catcher, Caden Peterson is out in left, Jonas Sebring in center, and Jackson Freeman out in right field for the Sturs, who now lead 2-0 going to the home half of the first after Jack Holman, the 2-run shot in the over the right field fence, has put the Santa Barbara Foresters on top by 2 runs. The lineup today for Arroyo Seco, Jacob Sharp lead things off. Cam Conley to bat second. Alex Burge in the 3 spot. Batting cleanup, Josh Livingston to bat 5th. Joey Danelli in the 6th spot. Ray Bermudez to bat 7th. Easton Elliott in the 8th spot. Adrian Lopez in the 9-hole hitter. Crew McKenzie to round out the order for the Arroyo Seco Saints. So Gubler comes set. The first pitch to the left-handed batter and nearly clips him on the left side and misses in. It was a heater to Jacob Sharp. That is ball 1. Again, the big thing today for Arroyo Seco, they have 6 left-handed bats in the order. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jacob Sharp, and Sharp sees it away this time. Looked like another fastball from Gubler to even up the count 1-1. To combat that, the Sturs have 3 lefties available that they'll go to in the bullpen this evening. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Jacob Sharp, and Sharp flares it up into center field, maybe in left center field. Can Peterson get there? He makes a diving catch, and Caden Peterson in left field makes the catch in left center field into the gap, and Peterson had to track down that ball after covering some incredible distance, makes the squeeze, laying out Superman style for the left fielder, and Peterson retires Jacob Sharp as that ball kind of fluttered off the bat, the left-handed batter into the gap in left center field, and Caden Peterson flashing the leather out there in left, 1 away in the bottom of the first. Here's the first pitch to Conley, and it's fouled down that right field line out of play. Strike number 1. So Cam Conley serving as a DH, right-handed batter, playing for Pepperdine. Gubler going quick on the hill, the 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled back into the backstop. And quickly, Gubler ahead 0-2. Bottom of the first inning, Sturs lead 2-0 after Jack Holman, a 2-run shot in the top half of this inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and Conley sees it high. There's a fastball from Peyton, 1-2. And Gubler coming set, the right-hander from BYU in his first start. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Conley stays alive, fouling it back just to the right of home plate. We will do it again. The last time these two teams played, boy, was it an entertaining game. 12-11, a Stur victory it was. Here comes another 1-2 pitch to Conley, and Conley pops it up right center field, and Jonas Sebring slides over just a few paces to his left and makes the squeeze, and Cam Conley retired for the second out, bottom of the first. Sturs still on top 2-0. Base is clear now for the catcher, Alex Burge. Another lefty, plays for Cal. And a very nice start to his season for the Arroyo Seco Saints, going 7 for 17. And batting from the left side, and Gubler, the right-handed pitcher, he's been moving very quick on the hill. Here's the first pitch already, and Burge sees an off-speed for a strike. Down Broadway, 0-1. Gubler's finding some good tempo, that is for sure, out on the bump to start off this ball game for the Sturs. 2 gone, bases clear. Sturs by 2 runs. Here's the pitch, the 0-1, and the fastball high and away. The left-handed batter Burge, even up the count. For the Saints, they've been playing good. Picked up 2 wins against the Academy Barons their last 2 games. But here's the 1-1 pitch, popped up. He'll stay in the infield. Should track him back just a fraction. But the shortstop, TJ Pompey, slides over just in the outfield grass in left field and makes the squeeze. So TJ Pompey, the shortstop, makes the catch a few paces in the left field lawn. And the side retired. Peyton Gubler make quick work of the top of the Arroyo Seco Saints order. We go to the second. Sturs by 2.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
We head to the second from Pasadena, California. Johnny Rodriguez, Caden Peterson, Jackson Freeman scheduled in this inning to face Kobe Minchie for the first time. Minchie struck out 3 in the opening inning, but did allow a walk and a 2-run shot from Jack Holman. That is how we have our 2-0 score going to the second. But here is Johnny Rodriguez, and it's sure great to see Johnny. If you recall, a few games back, Rodriguez slid into second base on an attempted stolen bag. He got up very gingerly. He had an apparent lower body injury, took a couple days off, and he's back in full commission. Here's Rodriguez to lead things off. He'll bat from the left side. The second of the 3 lefties in the order today for Bill Pintard. And Minchie looking in from the hill to his catcher, Alex Burge. And now the first pitch to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez sees a fastball, nearly clips him on the right side. He turns away from it, ball 1. Johnny entering today, 280 clip. 7 for 25 for the Long Beach State Dirtbag. Leading things off, Peterson stands on deck. And coming set from the belt, Kobe Minchie. Here's the second pitch, the 1-0. It's popped up in foul ground. Maybe a chance for the third baseman, Josh Livingston, and he will run out of real estate. That ball just going over the third base dugout for strike number 1. 1-1 count for Johnny, leading things off. The Sturs yesterday in that non-CCL game, 8-7 victory over the San Diego Bombers, and what a game that was. The Bombers putting up 5 runs in the 8th, and Santa Barbara getting a run back in the bottom half of that inning to make it interesting, that is for sure. Here's the 1-1, and Johnny sees it and actually clipped his right foot on a breaking ball, and Johnny is hit. He will get first base, and that hit by a pitch is brought to us by Alta Orthopedic.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
So Johnny aboard, the leadoff man for the Sturs, and that's going to bring up right-handed batter Caden Peterson. Peterson we've seen all over the lineup, and he has found himself batting 7th today for the Sturs. First pitch to Caden, and that will miss in ball 1. Johnny at first. We'll see if they try to send him over to second. We saw Patterson work a 2-out walk in the opening inning. Holman cleared the bases with him on that 2-run shot. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Peterson sees it high. That is ball 2. Or the man standing in for the first time today, the second batter in this second inning for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Freeman stands on deck for the Sturs. Kobe Minchie coming set. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and Peterson will see ball 3 away. It looked like the changeup from Kobe Minchie, a little off speed compared to his fastball, and that is ball 3 for Caden. Quickly ahead, 3-0 against the starting pitcher, Kobe Minchie. And Minchie on the hill takes a moment, digs back in, working from first base side of the mound. Sitting at 6'3", 220 starting pitcher. Here's a 3-0 pitch, and that will find the upper half of the zone to Caden. And the pitcher gets himself back in the count here. Sturs lead 2-0. Leadoff man aboard. Rodriguez was hit. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and Peterson chops it, grounds it over to Lopez at short. Lopez, the shortstop, cannot field the ball cleanly. He looked up and tried to flip it to his second baseman. That ball almost just went under his legs. He looked up too soon, and Caden Peterson will reach. Looks like that'll go down as an E6. Would have been an attempted double play. Likely they would have been able to turn 2. Adrian Lopez, the shortstop, that ball was grounded over to him and just looked like he stood up a little too soon, and that ball just trickled under his glove. It didn't go into the outfield, but it allowed both base runners to advance. Rodriguez now at second, Peterson at first, and the Sturs threatening in the second inning with no outs. Here's Freeman, first pitch, swing and a miss. It was a fastball from Kobe Minchie. 0-1. Freeman, the third lefty in the lineup this evening for the Sturs. Check back to second base. Rodriguez slides back in head first. It was a late throw from Minchie. No contest. Try to pick off Johnny at second. And Rodriguez, who was hit. Peterson reaching on the error. And Freeman, opportunity to move some base runners around. Here's the second pitch. Lays down a bunt left side. The third baseman comes in, but the pitcher moves over, and the throw over to first gets away from the first baseman. A run will come in to score. Maybe 2 runs. Peterson will hold up at third base. It'll go down as an E1. Jackson Freeman laid down a bunt down the third baseline. The pitcher, Minchie, barehanded it on the third base side of the infield and airmailed the first baseman, Joey Donnelly. And as a result, Johnny Rodriguez comes in to score. It is now 3-0 for Santa Barbara. What an opportunity for the Sturs to put up a massive number here in the second. That puts 2 in scoring position, with Jackson Freeman getting all the way over to second base. Peterson was held up at third. Already 2 errors in this ball game for the Saints. That's going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, D. Kennedy. First pitch, and the right-handed batter, I should say, takes a high strike on the fastball from Kobe Minchie. 0-1. Here's the second pitch, and a swing and a miss. It was another fastball from Minchie. And D quickly down the count, 0-2. Top of the order on deck for Santa Barbara. Peterson is at third. Freeman, who reached on that error, at second. Here's the third pitch to Kennedy, and it's down low. Is another fastball from Kobe Minchie, 1-2. Already a run in. It's now 3-0, and still no outs here in the top of the second inning, and 2 in scoring position. 1-2 pitch, and Kennedy sees a fastball just missing high, 2-2. Kobe Minchie, starting pitcher, already allowing 3 runs here in this ball game. D. Kennedy at a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, and Kennedy sees ball 3 high, full count for D. Dylan Maxey stands on deck for the Sturs. Already 2 runs in the first, and a run in here in the second. And against Arroyo Seco, who entering today atop the CCL South. Big spot here. Payoff pitch. Kennedy stays alive, just taps to the left of home plate. Looked like an off-speed from Minchie. D, the right-handed batter, takes a moment. And D also back in the lineup. It's been out for a couple days. Good to see him back in the order for Bill Pintard. 2 in scoring position, still no outs. Payoff pitch. Kennedy's swing and a miss. Minchie had the fastball high, and he strikes out his 4th Forster. Already 3 runs up for the Sturs. That's the first out in the 2nd. That's going to bring up catcher Dylan Maxey. Struck out looking in the opening inning. 1 gone. Top of the 2nd. 2 in scoring position. First pitch, and Maxey sees, looks like an off-speed high and in. Ball number 1. Sturs entering today, getting on base at a 400 clip. Sturs have been doing very well in terms of getting on base. The 1-0 pitch, and Maxey sees breaking ball in. Ball 2. The first 3 batters in this inning for Santa Barbara all reached base. 1 was hit, and 2 errors committed by the Arroyo Seco Saints. 2-0 pitch. Maxey sees a fastball in. That is ball 3, and things getting interesting here for Minchie. Struggling to find the zone after he struck out the first 2 batters he faced to start his outing. He falls behind 3-0 to Maxey. 2 in scoring position. Here's the pitch, and Maxey pops up right side, and that ball will go foul down the right field line. And Minchie gets himself back in the count. With only 1 out here, see if Max can drive in a run, put something in play, lift into the outfield. Still in a good count, 3-1. And the starting pitcher, currently right arm dangling, and he comes set on the hill. Only 1 out. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and Maxey had a check swing, but that ball goes foul over the first base dugout for a full count. Dylan was trying to lay off. It looked like the high fastball from Minchie. Dylan got jammed near the hands, and that ball fluttered over that first base dugout. Minchie looks in. 1 away, 2 in scoring position. Here is the 3-2 pitch. Maxey drills this one foul down the right field line. It was cutting off the bat of the right-handed batter. Good battle here between Dylan. Jonah Sebring on deck for the Sturs. Current shadows. Jackie Robinson Field extending from behind home plate into the infield and into the outfield. Here's a payoff pitch. And Maxey sees ball 4 high, and Kobe Minchie loses Dylan Maxey. And Dylan will reach base for the first time today. A 1-out walk to load up the bases for Jonah Sebring. What a chance here for Jonah. We've already seen a homer. It was Jack Holman in the opening inning. Sebring stands in. Caden Peterson at third. Freeman at second. Both of them reaching on errors. And Maxey working the second walk of the day for the Sturs. Now at first. 1 down. The Sturs trying to extend their 3-0 lead. Here's the first pitch. Sebring takes a fastball down in the zone, but it is a strike, 0-1. The Sturs off to a phenomenal start, dropping their last 2 CCL games against the OC Riptide. The 0-1 pitch, and Sebring sees a breaking ball. Down is a good cover by Burge. He lost the ball momentarily underneath him, but the runners hold. It evens up to count 1-1 for Sebring, who struck out in the opening inning. Minchie long look into his catcher and comes set on the hill. Here's 1-1 pitch, and Jonah swinging a miss through the zone with another fastball from Kobe Minchie, the right-handed starter, 1-2. Top of the 2nd, already a run in for Santa Barbara, and the bases loaded, 1 out. It's a big 1-2 pitch, and Sebring will take strike 3. He goes down looking. Minchie had the fastball down the middle. Sebring retired, 2 gone in the 2nd. It's going to bring up Daniel Patterson. Worked a walk in the opening inning and was scored by Jack Holman. Bases remain loaded. If Kobe Minchie can get out of this inning only allowing a single run, that could be some positives for the Saints. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there to Daniel Patterson, the right-handed batter. 0-1. Bases loaded with 1 out. Now 2 gone here in the 2nd. Here's the second pitch to Patterson, and it will miss in. It was a fastball from Minchie missing down near the knees and in to Patty to even up the count 1-1. And Minchie comes set on the hill, the right-hander. Here's 1-1 pitch, and Patterson lifts this one in to right center field over the head of the second baseman. That ball will fall. That is a base hit, 1 run in. Freeman scores from second. That is a 2 RBI single from Daniel Patterson. And the Sturs now lead 5-0 in the second. Fantastic work from Patty. Not the hardest contact in the world, but lifts it over the second baseman's head. Drops it perfectly in right center field. Caden Peterson scores along with Jackson Freeman. 3 runs here in the second. It's now 5-0 Sturs on top. And that's going to bring up Holman, who has the home run with runners now on the corners. Maxey at third. Patterson now at first. First pitch, runner goes from first to second. It's Patterson, and a check back to the third baseman with Dylan Maxey, with the runner taking off Patterson from first to second. The catcher Burge wanted to check on Dylan Maxey down that third baseline. Maxey slid in head first. There was no throw down to second base, so a stolen bag now for Daniel. Here's the second pitch to Holman. That first one was a strike, and this one was a fastball, which was in there for strike 2. And Jack quickly down in the count. 0-2. 2 in scoring position, 5-0 our score. With 2 outs, here's the 0-2 pitch, and Holman stays alive, fouling it back. We'll do it again. Seen a couple RBIs in this inning. Those RBIs brought to you by Gold's Gym. Gold's has 3 locations in SB and Goleta, where the Sturs train for victory. Holman has a homer earlier today, actually in the last inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Jack sees a fastball high and away. 2-2. Maxey third. Patterson after 2 RBI single. Stolen base now at second. 5-0 our score with 2 gone. Away half of the second. 2-2 pitch, and Holman flares it up into right field, right center field. The right fielder moves in and makes the catch in the gap to retire the side. But 3 more runs in the second. We go to the home half of the second inning. Sturs now lead 5-0 over the Arroyo Seco Saints.
We're Tammy and Scott from Draftsman Ale Works here in Goleta, California.
For me, making beer is a dream come true. Seeing the community come together in our brewery is a fantastic feeling.
Community West Bank has trusted and believed in us from the very beginning.
Not only have they helped us by getting to where we are today, but they're helping us lay a path for where we want to go.
We count on them.
The community counts on Draftsman Ale Works to bring people together. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Forrester's home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
When it comes to your office equipment needs, call Coastal Copy. We're the largest independent office equipment dealership in the Tri-Counties, and as your locally owned authorized Savin dealer, Coastal Copy offers complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Savin digital copiers and MFPs, Savin color printers, digital duplicators, Savin wide format systems, digital presses, document management solutions, and more. That's Coastal Copy.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Bottom of the second inning, Sturs lead 5-0. 2 runs in the first and 3 in the second. And are the order coming up for the Saints: Livingston, Donnelly, and Bermudez, with Peyton Gubler starting pitcher for the Sturs, only needing to see 3 in the opening inning. Santa Barbara in full command early. Obviously, still a lot of game left in this one, but Gubler looking solid early, that is for sure. Just a lot of pop-ups in that opening inning. For Arroyo entering today 8-4, the Sturs 7-5 in CCL play. SB, third position in the South. Conejo actually set in second position with a overall record of 9-5. Arroyo in the 1 less win compared to Conejo, atop the CCL South. So here's Josh Livingston, bats from left side. The first pitch from Gubler, and the fastball swing and a miss, strike one. Livingston, Dinelli, and Bermudez, all three scheduled, all bat from the left side. Gubler, the right-handed pitcher, ahead in the count. He holds, and here is the 0-1 pitch to Livingston, and Livingston sees the fastball high and away to even up the count, 1-1. Stirs yesterday. Crazy game against the San Diego Bombers, Santa Barbara High School. Now the 1-1 pitch, and another fastball high. That is ball 2. Livingston on the year, a 32 AB sample size, good for a 250 average. Plays for Wichita State. Leadoff man sees the 2-1 pitch, and Livingston pops it up into center field. Sebring slides over to his right, calls off all the other fielders, camps out under it, and makes the squeeze. Good hang time there from Livingston, but he has retired the flyout into center field. One gone, bottom of the second. Here's Joey Dinelli. Talk about all three of these batters scheduled in this inning. Left-handed batters. 6 lefties in the order today for the Saints, in case you were just joining us. Also 3 left-handers available out of the bullpen today for Santa Barbara pitching staff. See how long Peyton Gubler goes. He's rolling early. First pitch to Dinelli, and that is a fastball away, missing belt high, away to the left-handed batter. Ball 1. Dinelli hitting over 300 on the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Dinelli grounds this one over to second base. D. Kennedy was playing well back and makes the play with ease, but the throw over to the first baseman, in and out of the glove of Rodriguez, and as a result, Dinelli will reach base. D. Kennedy was playing back near the infield dirt, outfield grass juncture, and it looked like that throw maybe a little off to the first baseman, Rodriguez. We'll see how it's scored, but as a result, a 1-out base runner, Dinelli will reach. Regardless if it's E4 or E3, Dinelli will reach. This will bring up Bermudez. First pitch misses away on a fastball, ball 1. Kennedy fielded it well. It was just on the reception from Rodriguez, whether it pulled him off on the throw or on the actual catch from Johnny at first. The second pitch from Gubler to Bermudez, missing away. It looked like an off-speed to Ray Bermudez. He is ahead 2-0 against Peyton Gubler. First base runner now for the Saints after that error. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Bermudez will take fastball down low for ball 3. So all of a sudden, the Saints have an opportunity to get a couple base runners with only a single out, with Ray Bermudez ahead 3-0 against Peyton Gubler. Shadow's just getting a little bit longer. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and Bermudez will take a strike fastball from Peyton, 3-1. You like it when you look at this field from Jackie Robinson Field. Almost an amphitheater setting surrounding the infield. Very nice setup just across the parking lot from the Rose Bowl. Runner at first inching out. Here's a 3-1 pitch, popped up left side in the left field, and moving over, and Caden Peterson misjudged it initially, was going back towards the track and had to readjust, move in to the middle of the left field grass, and makes the squeeze to retire Ray Bermudez. So 2 gone, and Joey Dinelli, who reached on the air, remaining at first base. He was inching his way out, looking like he might try to make a jump to second. He declines that option, remains at first, and here's Easton Elliott. Elliott, a switch hitter, will now bat from the left side. Check back to first base, and sliding in is Dinelli. And Easton Elliott, man, who plays for Oral Roberts, 300 on the year. We're in the bottom of the second. Sturs lead 5-0. 2 gone, man at first. Another check back to first. Inching out was the man at first base. A little gamesmanship there between Dinelli and Gubler. He sidestepped towards second base and inched his way back to induce the throw over from Peyton. First pitch now to Easton Elliott. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. If Elliott is able to reach, Adrian Lopez will stand on deck for Arroyo Seco. But the Sturs 2 runs in the first and 3 at the top half of this inning to lead 5-0. Runner looks like he might be inching out. Back and forth. Runner does go. The 0-1 pitch. It's a strike to throw down. It's a good one. Did they get him? Yes, they did. A phenomenal throw from Dylan Maxey to throw out Donnelly at second base. What a defensive play from the Sturs. Maxey guns down Donnelly for the 3rd out of the inning. So Peyton Gubler only has to see 3 in the second. Go to the 3rd. Sturs by 5 runs. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com.
I'm Eric Onen, CEO and Managing Director of Santa Barbara Airbus. Santa Barbara Airbus is all about the customer experience. Having your customers count on you. It's because people recognize that you're there when you need them. One of the early challenges for our business was equipment financing. Community West Bank has always found a way for the terms and conditions to work for us and for them. I count on Community West Bank.
The community counts on Santa Barbara Airbus to keep them moving. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
What a start for Santa Barbara. Going to the 3rd, they lead 5-0. Pompey Rodriguez Peterson up in this inning with Kobe Minchie, the starting pitcher, remaining on the hill. The starting pitcher, he's gotten a little wayward in the last 2 innings. Also a couple defensive plays, 2 errors on the infield, which cost 2 runs scoring in that last inning. 5-0 for Pompey. He stands in for the 2nd time to lead things off. He struck out swinging against Minchie in the opening frame. Minchie comes set, first pitch. TJ sees a breaking ball down low in the dirt, ball 1. Perfect start for the Sturs. After the last 2 CCL games, they have dropped to Riptide. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and the breaking ball again down low for TJ. Couple good takes from Pompey, 2-0 for the leadoff man. Minchie looked in, comes set from the chest. Here's the pitch. And TJ checks swing, and he will see ball 3 low. It's a heater this time from Kobe on the hill, the starter. And TJ well ahead in the count, 3-0. Johnny Rodriguez is on deck for Santa Barbara. Here's the pitch, and TJ will take a strike down the middle with fastball from Minchie, 3-1. Second time these two teams squaring off. First time the Sturs prevailed 12-11. Leadoff man at a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch, and TJ pops up into right field. It's hit pretty well, but moving over into the gap is the right fielder, Ray Bermudez, who will make the squeeze for the first out in the inning. So TJ sat down, first out, top of the 3rd. And that's going to bring up Johnny Rodriguez. For Johnny, he was hit to lead things off in the 2nd and scored the first of the 3 runs that came around to score in the inning. He actually scored on one of the 2 errors. Those errors, a couple free passes, really costing the Arroyo Seco Saints in this one. Base clear, 1 away. First pitch, and this one's grounded sharply over to second base. Fielded off 2 hops was Easton Elliott, and the second baseman throws out Rodriguez at first. Johnny retired off 1 pitch from Kobe Minchie, 2 gone in the 3rd. Sturs on top, 5-0. That's going to bring up Caden Peterson. When you look at the runs scored, Patterson worked a walk. Of course, Holman had the 2-run homer in the opening inning. Rodriguez was hit. Peterson and Freeman, who both came around to score, both reached on errors. So the Saints kind of shooting themselves in the foot early in this one. The first pitch to Peterson, fastball high, ball 1. There's also another walk given up. It was Dylan Maxey in the second. He was stranded at third. But here's the 1-0 pitch, and Caden Peterson will take a fastball high in the strike zone, but it is a strike, 1-1. Peterson reached on an E6 in the last inning and came around to score. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and Peterson just taps it foul, just to the right of home plate. It squibs its way towards the on-deck circle. That is strike 2. The first two retired by Kobe Minchie. Top of the third inning. Base is clear. Minchie bent over, right hand dangling, comes set. 1-2 pitch, and Peterson sees a fastball high, 2-2. And there is action down the left field line, the bullpen for the Arroyo Seco Saints. They're housed on the left side of the ballpark here, Jackie Robinson Field. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and Peterson pops it up. Right side, maybe a chance for the catcher, Burge, and he will run out of real estate, head full of steam into the first base dugout, running into the railing hard. But we will do it again. And that ball just fell a yard in the first base dugout, and as the catcher, Burge, tried to extend that left arm, try to squeeze it. It remains 2-2 for Peterson. Base is clear, 2 away. Stirs by 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Peterson drills this one over the head of the first baseman, down in right field. Caden Peterson rounds first over to second base. Head full of steam. He slides in under the tag. Safe is the call, and Caden Peterson pushes it all the way to a double, and the 2-out knock for Caden. He has his first hit. That ball roped just over the head of Joey Denelli down that first baseline, down into the corner in right field, and Peterson was able to push it to a double. Ray Bermudez had a good jump on it. The right fielder fielded it well. Just able to evade the tag from Easton Elliott was Peterson. A 2-out double for Caden. That's going to bring up the left-handed hitter Jackson Freeman. The first pitch, and Freeman will see an off-speed away, ball 1. And for Freeman, he was another man who reached on air and came around to score. The errors have been costly. When you look at what the Stars have done, the 1-0 pitch chopped over to second base, fielding it off the deck is Easton Elliott, and the throw to first was a good one to retire the side. Caden Peterson had the 2-out double, but is left at second base. Freeman on the ground out 4-3 to end the inning. Go to the home half of the third. Stars on top 5-0 over the home team, the Arroyo Seco Saints.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the bookstore. Hi, this is Forrester's Hall of Fame member Jim Buckley. When I'm not telling you who's batting for the Stars, I write books for kids. Visit Chaucer's Books on Upper State Street and ask for my new graphic novel biography of Amelia Earhart or any of the great books I've written in the Who Was biography series. Titles include Muhammad Ali, the Wright Brothers, Blackbeard the Pirate, Roberto Clemente, and many more. Thanks for your support of reading for kids and the Forresters.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Going to the bottom of the third inning, Stars lead 5-0 over the Arroyo Seco Saints. Easton Elliott, Adrian Lopez, Crew McChesney due up in this inning. Peyton Gubler remaining on the hill, the starter for the Santa Barbara Foresters. And so Easton Elliott, switch hitter who stood in the last inning before Denelli was thrown out at second for the third out. First pitch he sees a fastball down in the dirt, just bounced in front of home plate for ball 1. Dan Elliott hitting .300 on the year, man who plays for Oral Roberts. 1-0 pitch from Peyton Gubler. Looks for a bunt. Spins wildly. It was a 360 spin from Easton Elliott in the dish as he tried to get away from that pitch. It doesn't hit him. It's a 360 spin counterclockwise, in case you're wondering. The 2-0 pitch, and this one is drilled into center field. That is a base hit to Jonas Sebring out in center, and a leadoff knock for Easton Elliott. And that's the first hit of the day for Arroyo. That's going to bring up Adrian Lopez, a shortstop. That's only the second base runner. The first one was Joey Donnelly, who reached on air, was thrown out by Dylan Maxey. A phenomenal play by the catcher to throw him out at second. But the first knock for the Saints comes in the third. The leadoff man, that's going to bring up Lopez. 5-0 our score. The Stars lead. Lopez bats from the right side. First pitch, and this one is grounded. Hits the legs of Gubler, deflects, and trying to recover the second baseman, D. Kennedy, and he cannot get a throw off. Adrian Lopez roped that one right at the ankles of Peyton Gubler. He tried to get away from it, but it deflected towards the first base bag, and D. Kennedy was sliding to his right, had to readjust and move towards first base. He scooped up the ball, but had no chance to even get a throw off to first. And Lopez, the infield single, the missile lock on the ankles of Gubler, and Ryan Kramer and the home plate umpire out to talk things over with Peyton. He's okay. He got up right away, tried to jump, and it just deflected off of him. And the pitching coach, a little extra words with the home plate umpire departing. Peyton appears to be okay, and he'll get a couple extra pitches here to reset himself. So 2 hits for the Saints here in the third. Easton Elliott now at second, Lopez at first. That's going to bring up Crew McKenzie. McKenzie, that's from the left side, man who plays for BYU, and this is going to be a BYU matchup right here. Gubler playing for BYU, a St. George native from Utah. So the man batting out of the 9 spot, McChesney, facing off against Gubler. And a big opportunity here for the Saints to plate their first run with 2 base runners and no outs. Look back to second base, the first pitch, and McChesney sees a ball away. Looks like the fastball from Gubler missing, ball 1. Especially with the top of the order on deck, you want to retire the 9-hole hitter for a big first out. The Stars leading 5-0 and 2 aboard. Here's the pitch. McChesney lines this one over just past TJ Pompey. That might have actually been a triple play, but it goes into center field. Pompey laid out towards second base, diving to his left, and it just evaded his glove. If he would have made that catch, he would have been able to touch second base and double up, or actually triple up Lopez at first, but instead the bases loaded. 3 consecutive knocks. Pompey he was shaded over towards first base, probably 10 yards to the left of second. When you're looking at the infield, he made that diving play to his left, and it just evaded his glove, and that's going to load up the bases. Crew McChesney had the base hit into center field, a 3rd consecutive knock for the Saints. And here's Jacob Shart, top of the order, no outs, bases loaded. First pitch, Shart grounds it over, back to the pitcher, the force out at home. They get 1, will they get 2 over at first base? Picking it off is Johnny Rodriguez to turn 2. And that's a way to turn a double play. The force out at home, Easton Elliott was trying to come home. The ground out back to the pitcher. Gubler fielded it off 1 hop. The throw over to Maxey, who just had to touch home plate. And then the toss down to Johnny Rodriguez at first to retire Jacob Shart to turn the double play. And that saved a run from scoring. Now 2 gone, 2 in scoring position. That's going to bring up Cam Conley. First base now open, 2 gone. Great double play turn and the wherewithal from the pitcher. First pitch, off speed, is in there for a strike. Inner half the plate, 0-1. The 1-2-3 double play turned by the infield. There's the 0-1, and Conley whiffing a miss. Strike 2 is the heater from Gubler. And he is quickly ahead in the count. What an opportunity here to get out of this inning with the bases loaded and no outs. 2 gone 2 in scoring position. The Sturs by 5. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Conley out ahead of that one on the breaking ball, and he strikes out Peyton Gubler. What an effort. The starting pitcher at the bases loaded and gets the 3 outs, not allowing a run to come around. We go to the 4th. Sturs maintain a 5-0 lead here from Pasadena.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Go to the 4th. D. Kennedy to lead things off. The first pitch to D is a fastball that will miss the zone for ball 1. We have a pitching change as well for the Arroyo Seco Saints. The right-hander Tyler Hergis from Azusa Pacific now enters the ball game to take over. The 1-0 pitch, and Kennedy sees a big breaking ball upper half of the zone for a strike. 1-1. Kobe Minchie, the starter, went 3, gave up 3 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. 1-1 pitch, and Kennedy fouls it back just right of home plate. High off the fences surrounding the infield, or strike 2. And again, when you look at what the Sturs have done so far today, they've been handed a lot of gifts from the Saints. They've only got 3 hits. Of course, the 2-run homer from Holman to kick off the scoring. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Kennedy sees a off-speed pitch high for ball 2. Couple errors early in this ball game, some free passes led to some runs. 2-2 pitch. D. Kennedy checks his swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. Full count. Just able to lay off the breaking ball was D. Top of the order is on deck in the hole, Jonas Sebring. Count full to the leadoff man. Here's the payoff pitch, and Kennedy sees a fastball high, and that is a leadoff walk for the Sturs. Kennedy to reach for the first time today. That's going to bring up Dylan Maxey. Maxey 0 for 1. He struck out in the first, worked a walk in the second. Had some good defensive plays, throwing out Joey Donnelly at second base. Serving as a catcher today is Dylan. Kennedy inching out from first base, his lead. Here's a first pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Maxey checked his swing. Looked like the fastball from Tyler Hergis. 0-1. Top of the 4th, 5-0 our score. Sturs lead. Here's the second pitch, and the 0-1 pitch missing high to even up the count 1-1 for Dillon. Another fastball from Tyler Hergis. D. Kennedy has some good speed. Will he try to make a jump? Leadoff man aboard. Check back to him, and Hergis airmails the first baseman Donnelly, and D. Kennedy will be able to advance to second base, and that is the third error of the ball game for the Saints. And Kennedy now in scoring position. That'll go down as an E1. The throw from Hergis sailing over the first baseman's head, Joey Donnelly. That's going to put D at second with no outs. And Dylan Maxey remains at a 1-1 count. Sebring awaits on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Maxey sees a breaking ball upper half of the zone for a strike 1-2. It's been a dream start for the Foresters. After their victory yesterday, they'll start a 3-game homestand when they return home tonight, Thursday through Saturday. Man at second, no outs. Here's 1-2 pitch, and Maxey swing and a miss. The fastball from Hergis, and Maxey retired for the first out in the fourth. Sturs up 5-0 in this ballgame. That's going to bring up Jonas Sebring. D. Kennedy remains at second base, now one away. Jonas, twice a strikeout victim today. Once swinging, once looking. Let's first look at Tyler Hergis, who took over for Kobe Minchie to start this inning. Longer hold on the hill from the man from Azusa Pacific. Here's the first pitch, and Sebring will take a fastball strike down the middle, 0-1. The team that the Sturs are going to face tomorrow, it's going to be an affiliate team, the Alameda Merchants from the CCL North. Will make the trek all the way down Northern California to Santa Barbara. Here's the 0-1. It's a breaking ball and taps foul over towards the third base dugout. That is strike 2 for Jonah. Patterson is on deck. Sturs looking for some more runs, but Kennedy, the leadoff man, at second. He worked a walk against Hergis. But Sebring having to protect the plate here. The 0-2 pitch, and Jonah lays off the fastball high, 1-2. And Sebring, the Sturs are wearing their maroon tops, gray bottoms, always wearing the high socks, tall blue socks today for the Sturs. Also got the blue UC Santa Barbara helmet as well. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and he lays off it. It's a breaking ball in front of home plate. It's a great key from Alex Burge. Keeps D. Kennedy at second base. That ball went a third of the way down the first baseline. That's where Alex Burge, the catcher, scooped up that baseball after it ricocheted off the chest protector all the way down the first baseline. But he was staring at D the entire way, who remains at second. One down, top of the fourth. Sturs lead 5-0. Count now 2-2 for Sebring. Here's the pitch, and Jonah lays off another breaking ball. It's almost a carbon copy of the last one. Didn't go as far of the way down the first baseline, but Burge keeps the ball in front of him. Count now full for Sebring, who is down 0-2. About to see a payoff pitch. With this full count, Kennedy going to have a head start. Patterson on deck. There's a 3-2, and Sebring drills this one over the head of the second baseman into right center field. Kennedy will score with ease. Sebring to second base. RBI double for Jonas Sebring. He stands in, and that's going to bring in yet another run for the Sturs. 6-0 our score, top of the fourth, and Jonas Sebring has his first knock. RBI double to drive in D. Kennedy. 6-0 here from Pasadena. That's going to bring up Patterson, who is responsible for 3 of the 6 runs on the scoreboard. He worked a walk, came around to score the first run, a homer from Holman, and had a 2 RBI base hit in the second. Here's the first pitch. Patterson will take a strike. 0-1 is a heater from Tyler Hergis. 0-1. Jonah at second. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 breaking ball over. The third baseman cuts it off. Throw over to first base. He will not throw it. Had a tough time handling the baseball, and a throw over to third base to check Sebring, make sure he didn't round third and try to come home. Both players safe. Be interesting to see how that one is scored. The third baseman came in, Livingston, and as he was trying to make the transfer from his glove to his hand, it didn't have a firm grip on his hand. It looks like that'll go down as an E5. And that's the fourth error of the ball game for the Arroyo Seco Saints. That will put runners on the corners. Jack Holman, who has a home run today, and a line out into right. 6-0 our score. Here's the pitch, and Holman check swing, but he takes a strike on the fastball from Hergis low in the zone. 0-1. Sebring had the RBI double, now at third. Patterson reaching on the error at first. The 0-1 pitch, and Holman batting from the left side sees a fastball in. 1-1. Yet another RBI, and that RBI by Sebring was brought to you by Gold's Gym. Gold's has 3 locations in Santa Barbara and Goleta, where the Foresters train for victory. 1-1 pitch, and Holman grounds it over to short, but no one there with the infield shift being applied. The runs will score from third. Sebring with ease, and over to first base goes Jack Holman, and Jonas Sebring scores the 7th run of the day for the Sturs. Patterson now in at third, and Holman, that left-handed batter, they pulled the shortstop over to the right side of second base, expecting a big pull hit, but Holman is able to take it between second and third base for an RBI single. And Holman now has 3 RBIs today, and that plates yet another run for the Sturs. Here's TJ Pompey. He takes a first pitch ball, missing low, 1-0. Runners remain on the corners, only a single out. 2 runs in here in the 4th. 1-0 pitch, and TJ sees it high. That is ball 2. Hergis has only recorded a single out. He has faced 5. Now facing Pompey, the 6th batter he's facing in this inning. Patterson at third, Holman at first. 1 away. 2-0 pitch, and TJ drills this one. Oh, that's a line out to the third baseman, and is he able to touch third base in time to turn 2? He is not. Able to get back just in time was Daniel Patterson after the line out. Josh Livingston was trying to get to third base before Patterson slid in head first to turn 2. He was not, so Pompey on the line out to third. Good base running from Patterson to slide back in to third base before Livingston, the third baseman, could double him up at third. But 2 gone, runners remain on the corners for Johnny Rodriguez. Johnny's 0 for 1. He was hit and also a run scored. First pitch to Johnny, off speed, missing high. That is ball 1. Rodriguez batting from the left side. He was hit to lead things off in the 2nd. He was 1 of 3 to come around in that 2nd inning. 7-0 our score. Here's the pitch, and this one is lined foul. Immediately on the deck was a worm burner looking for the ankles of Steve Shuck, the third base coach for the Sturs. He evades it. It's 1-1. Rodriguez is able to reach. Caden Peterson on deck for Santa Barbara. 2 gone, runners on the corners. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Rodriguez sees a breaking ball down low. That is ball 2. And Rodriguez, when he did come around to score, was on an error. 4 errors in this ball game for the Saints through 3 2/3. Tyler Hergis been struggling on the hill. The 2-1 pitch, and Rodriguez fouls it back. It was a high fastball. He was chasing it. 2-2. Jonas Sebring was able to push in the first run in this inning. RBI double, Jack Holman. RBI base hit to actually score Sebring. 2 down. It's 2-2. And Hergis takes a moment. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Rodriguez sees it skip in as a full count, skipping in on that ball. Moving to second base, I should say, is Jack Holman. Like possibly the breaking ball from Hergis missing about a foot in front of home plate. It was a good keep from Burge to keep Patterson at third base, but advancing on the errant pitch to second is Jack Holman. He's now 2 in scoring position, 2 gone. And here is a payoff pitch and a swing to tap it. Rodriguez is able just to tap that ball down in front of home plate, stay alive. So the count full for Johnny. On deck is Caden Peterson. Rodriguez batting from the left side, and the right-handed pitcher, Hergis, does not want to face Peterson. Already it's a 7-run deficit for the Saints. Sturs in full command. Here's a 3-2 and a swing to miss at the high fastball, and Johnny Rodriguez sat down for the third out of the inning. But 2 more runs in for Santa Barbara. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Santa Barbara leads 7-0 over the Saints. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com.
I'm Eric Onen, CEO and Managing Director of Santa Barbara Airbus. Santa Barbara Airbus is all about the customer experience. Having your customers count on you. It's because people recognize that you're there when you need them. One of the early challenges for our business was equipment financing. Community West Bank has always found a way for the terms and conditions to work for us and for them. I count on Community West Bank.
The community counts on Santa Barbara Airbus to keep them moving. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to your office equipment needs, call Coastal Copy. We're the largest independent office equipment dealership in the Tri-Counties, and as your locally owned authorized Savin dealer, Coastal Copy offers complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Savin digital copiers and MFPs, Savin color printers, digital duplicators, Savin wide format systems, digital presses, document management solutions, and more. That's Coastal Copy.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Bottom of the 4th, Peyton Gubler, the starting pitcher, remains on the hill for the Sturs. The right-hander from BYU. He's going to face 3, 4, and 5. 3 lefties coming up for the Saints. It's Alex Burge lead things off, 7-0 our score. First pitch, and that fastball missing low for ball number 1. Burge today, a pop-up to short. Second look at Gubler. And the second pitch, that will miss low. It was a fastball from Peyton, 2-0. What a start it has been for Santa Barbara in this ball game. Since the opening inning, putting up runs. 2-0 pitch, and Burge will take a fastball low, 2-1. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 2 in the 4th for the Sturs to lead 7-0 to kick off the bottom of the 4th. And leadoff man Burge at a 2-1 count. The windup, the pitch, and Burge will see both 3 low. The heater missing, 3-1. Josh Livingston will be on deck. Joey Donnelly in the hole for the Arroyo Seco Saints. They've got 4 errors on the scoreboard. 3-1, and Burge, he gets hit on the right side. And it would have been ball 4, but Alex Burge will be a leadoff base runner for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Second consecutive inning, but they've got their leadoff man aboard. And looking back to the 3rd, it was a longer wait for Gubler on the bench after the Sturs put up 2 runs at the top half of this 4th inning. But in the 3rd, the Saints had the bases loaded with no outs. There was a 1-2-3 double play on a force out at home, throw over to first base to turn 2, and struck out Cam Conley to end the inning. Here comes Bill Pintard out of the first base dugout. From where we're sitting, did not see the bullpen, but we were told Shea Went would be the first man out of the bullpen. If the ball is taken here from Gubler, we'd expect to see Shea enter this ball game. Burge, leadoff man, was hit. and went. There's another right-handed pitcher. Likely see a lot of lefties late in this ball game. Just conversation currently for Bill Pintard and his starter Peyton Gubler. For Livingston, the batter, whether he's facing Gubler or Went, whatever Forrester, he has a fly out into center field in our 7-0 ball game. Bill Pintard looks like he's going to make a signal to the bullpen, and starting pitcher Peyton Gubler, his day complete. We will have a pitching change. New arm coming in is not Shea Wentz. It is Tucker Holland. Man coming out of the bullpen, new arm in for the Sturs.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Now entering for the Sturs on the hill will be left-hander Tucker Holland, and Holland will be making his debut this afternoon. The man who just completed his freshman season for the University of Arkansas. He did not play this past season, but the left-hander who stands at 6'6", 235, enters the ball game, no outs, bottom of the fourth, and inherits a runner at first. And he's going to face Josh Livingston, lefty-lefty matchup to start off the summer for Tucker Holland. First pitch. And it's a fastball down the way to the lefty batter, 1-0. For Peyton Gubler, the starter, the right-hander went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, still responsible for the runner at first. Did not walk anyone and struck out 1. And entering is Holland. Here's the second pitch, the 1-0. And Livingston sees a fastball, some good velo from Tucker, misses high, however, 2-0. We knew Holland and Went, two arms that were going to pitch today. Also, likely the 2 other lefties, Ty Zarodnik and Max Frazier, with this lefty-heavy Saints lineup. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and that will miss for ball 3, down and away. 3-0 with a man at first base. 7-0 our score, bottom of the fourth. And Holland coming set. The 3-0 pitch, and this ball will miss low and away to Josh Livingston. That's 4 pitches and a walk to Livingston. That's going to put 2 aboard, no outs in the fourth. 4 straight balls for Tucker Holland. It's going to be Joey Donnelly now, another lefty. Also to follow him will be Ray Bermudez, yet another lefty. Big story in this one is just the left-handed dominant, what the Saints have in their lineup, and then all the pitchers the Sturs are using today, all the lefties. Here's the first pitch, and that one bounces into Dylan Maxey on a breaking ball. Maxi's able to keep it in front of him. The runners hold. Dinelli reached on an error in the second. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And Dinelli skies it right side. Going back at the wall is Jackson Freeman. Freeman right at the warning track makes the squeeze, just running out of real estate, but makes the catch, tagging up at second. Going to third is Alex Burge. Joey Dinelli gave it a ride in or right. But Jackson Freeman, right in front of the warning track, makes the squeeze. One gone, bottom of the fourth. Runners on the corners. 7-0 our score. Foresters still out on top. Here is Ray Bermudez. He's got a fly out into left. With runners on the corners, Burge advancing on the fly out from Dinelli. Signs being flashed down from the third base coach's box for the Arroyo Seco Saints. First pitch to Bermudez. We'll have to wait to check back to first base. Tucker Holland, southpaw. Watchful eyes on Josh Livingston. He's the first man he faced, gave up a walk to him. Here's the first pitch now to Bermudez. Bermudez chops it over to the first baseman. The throw out at plate, and they apply a tag at the plate. Alex Burge trying to come home to score, and heads up play from Johnny Rodriguez, the first baseman who charged in from first, and the throw over to Dylan Maxey to apply the tag at home to retire Alex Burge, who is trying to come home and score the first run of the ball game for the Saints, but he is tagged out. And Ray Bermudez will reach on a fielder's choice. Josh Livingston, who is at first, now to second, but two gone. That's going to bring up Easton Elliott. Yet another left-handed batter. First pitch, fastball missing down and away at the knees. That is ball number one. So smart play from Rodriguez, who charged in. Seeing that the runner from third was advancing and tried to score, they apply the tag at him just in front of the dish. 1-0 pitch. And the fastball missing high and away to left-handed batter Elliott. That is ball two. But two aboard, one at second, one at first, two gone. The 2-0 pitch, and Easton Elliott lines this one into center field. Going back is Jonas Sebring. Nice casual play for Jonah. He trots back a step or two and makes the squeeze on the lineout out in center for the third out of the inning. The Saints, they threaten again, but come up empty. Great defensive work by the infield, and we are headed to the Finneys fifth inning. Sturs out on top 7-0 over the Saints.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the bookstore. Hi, this is Forrester's Hall of Fame member Jim Buckley. When I'm not telling you who's batting for the Sturs, I write books for kids. Visit Chaucer's Books on Upper State Street and ask for my new graphic novel biography of Amelia Earhart or any of the great books I've written in the Who Was biography series. Titles include Muhammad Ali, the Wright Brothers, Blackbeard the Pirate, Roberto Clemente, and many more. Thanks for your support of reading for kids and the Forresters.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
We go to the fifth inning, presented by Finney's Craft House. Finney's Craft House on Lower State Street is a great place for Forester fans to gather before or after any Forester game. Caden Peterson stands in. The first pitch misses low, and a breaking ball from Tyler Hergis, who remains on the hill. He entered in the last inning for the starter, Kobe Minchie, who went 3. First pitch, breaking ball, missing low, ball 1. Second pitch to Caden, the 1-0, and Caden sees another breaking ball down and away, ball 2. Peterson has reached twice today, once on an error and Also had a double last time he stood in. 2-0 pitch, and Peterson spits on it like a changeup, this time missing in ball 3. Freeman and Kennedy scheduled in this inning for the Sturs. There's the 3-0 pitch. And Peterson lifts it into left center field into the gap, but the left fielder Shart slides over and makes the squeeze for the first out. And Peterson retired in left for the first out in the 5th. We'll have a pinch hitter coming in, Drew Markle, to hit for D. Kennedy, the bottom spot in the order. It's going to bring up Jackson Freeman with Peterson lining out in the left for the first out in the 5th. Sturs lead 7-0 in the Finneys' 5th inning. First pitch now to Freeman. Freeman sees a fastball just missing away at the belt. Ball number 1. Stands in, one away, bases clear. Freeman today reached on error, also ground out. Sees a second pitch and a breaking ball is in there for a strike, 1-1. Ground out was to second, and the errors was a big part of the story early for the Saints. Giving up a lot of runs. The 1-1 pitch, and Freeman grounds it right side, and it's backhanded by the first baseman, who will flip it underhand to his pitcher to make the play at first base and retire Jackson Freeman, who grounds out 3-1 for the second out. And that's going to bring around Drew Markle to hit for the first time for D. Kennedy. First change for the manager, Bill Pintard, bringing in Markle in the 9th spot in the order. And Tyler Hergis retiring the first 2 batters here in the top of the 5th. It remains 7-0 Sturs lead. First pitch to Drew Markle. Sees a breaking ball missing high, ball 1. In this game, a lot different feel compared to the first time that these two teams met. The Sturs leading 7-0. Here's the 1-0. And Drew will see a breaking ball missing low, ball 2. First matchup, it was 12-11 the score. Sturs prevailed. What a shootout that ball game was. 2 gone. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Drew check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says our home plate umpire. On a fastball. Couldn't lay off of it on the delivery from Hergis. 2-1. Here's the pitch. And Drew, wild swing and a miss on another heater high in the zone, 2-2. Dylan Maxey is on deck. Top of the order. Oh, 2 gone, bases clear. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And he's able to spit off an off-speed pitch high in the zone. Was Drew Markle. For D. Kennedy, he struck out, worked a walk, and also scored a run. His day now complete. Here's a payoff pitch to the pinch hitter, and Markle sees ball 4 down in the dirt. It was a breaking ball from Hergis missing, bounce in front of home plate. It's a 2-out walk for Drew Markle. First time he has stood in, reaches base. That's going to bring up Dylan Maxey. 0 for 2 with a walk this evening. Another night game here tonight. After a night game down in Orange County, only a few more night games throughout the rest of the season. I should say the regular season for the Sturs. Now, man at first, the first pitch to Dylan. Wild swing to miss, was a feeder. He fans on it for strike number 1. When you're looking upcoming night games for the Sturs, be playing one later on next week at SLO on July 3rd. And that's always an eventful game. Firework night in SLO, day before Independence Day. Usually a very packed house up in SLO. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Maxey sees a breaking ball down. Markle, who's well off of first base, slowly shifts his way over to the first station. They try to send him here. You've seen Markle use his legs quite often on the base pass. And Hergis coming set, the right-handed pitcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Dylan. And Maxey lines this one past the shortstop into center field. That is a base hit for Dylan Maxey. He will pick up his first knock and all the way over to third base is Drew Markle. And Dylan Maxey, the 2-out hit to put runners on the corners. That's going to bring up Jonas Sebring. We've seen this a lot throughout this season. Even in this ballgame with 2 outs, the Sturs have done a lot of damage in the first. The 2-run homer from Holman, there are 2 outs. In the second, for Patterson, with 2 outs, 2 RBI single. Caden Peterson extended the third inning with a double. 2-out action here this evening for the Sturs. Runners on the corners. Here's the first pitch to Jonah, and Sebring gets hit on the helmet. He trots down the first baseline. It was a breaking ball, it looks like, in Jonah. Looks like he's going down first base, no problem. Took off the bucket immediately, and Bill Pintard appears out of the first base dugout. He's talking to his manager, shaking his head a little bit after taking off the helmet, like you're shaking off the stars, but didn't see it. Looked like it was the breaking ball, so a slower speed pitch, and the trainer comes out to talk with Jonah. Make sure everything's kosher with him, and we see him go down to first base. Good to see Jonah okay. That's going to load up the bases for Daniel Patterson. Patterson, another right-handed batter. First pitch, and this ball is lined deep in the left center field for Daniel Patterson. At the wall, the left fielder, and that ball, was it caught? It was caught. What a catch from the left fielder, Sharp. Couldn't see it from our angle, but Sharp climbing the ladder in left center field, able to make the catch right at the coping of that 8-foot wall, jumps, leaps, and makes the catch. Patterson, it looked like off the barrel, was going to have the slam, but he is robbed by Sharp, climbing the ladder, making the squeeze right on the coping, the orange coping around the black padding, makes the catch in left field to rob Patterson of a grand slam. What an effort from Patty. Said he flies out into lefts. That's how the top of the fifth comes to a close. The bottom of the fifth we go. Sturs on top 7-0 from Pasadena.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Forester's home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara Airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara Airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
We're Tammy and Scott from Draftsman Ale Works here in Goleta, California.
For me, making beer is a dream come true. Seeing the community come together in our brewery is a fantastic feeling.
Community West Bank has trusted and believed in us from the very beginning.
Not only have they helped us by getting to where we are today, but they're helping us lay a path for where we want to go.
We count on them.
The community counts on Draftsman Ale Works to bring people together. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
Go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's still a 7-0 lead for the Sturs. They had a chance to maybe tack on a few more. Patterson gave a run deep in the left center field. From where we're sitting, it was close to see if Jacob Sharp actually robbed Patterson of a home run or if it would have stayed in the yard. It was right at the wall. Hard to tell from where we're sitting. But regardless, the Sturs come up empty in the top half of this inning. Tucker Holland will remain in the ball game for the Sturs. First pitch now to Adrian Lopez. He looks for a bunt but takes a strike. And defensively for the infield, Drew Markle, who pinch hit for D. Kennedy, is now at short, and TJ Pompey is at second base. First pitch was a strike to Adrian Lopez. Bats at the 8 spot. Here's the 0-1, and Holland misses on his second pitch, 1-1. And Drew Markle now in the ball game at short. Worked a walk, first plate appearance, but now the 1-1 pitch, and Lopez fights it up, now to play just the right of home plate. That is strike number 2 to the leadoff batter. Holland working quick on the hill. The leather up to his face, looking into his catcher. Very daunting presence on the hill. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Lopez out in front of that one. Was a breaking ball, and he is retired. Lopez strikes out one away in the fifth. That's going to bring up Crew McChesney to bat for the second time. He's 1 for 1 today. The bottom of the order had the most lethal threat for the Saints to try to score any runs in this ball game. The 7, 8, and 9-hole hitters, it's actually Chase Elliott, the 7-hole hitter, led things off in the third. The first pitch to McChesney, a whiff and a miss for strike 1 on a breaking ball from Tucker Holland. But all three of those batters all had base hits, were unable to convert with the bases loaded and no outs. The 0-1, McChesney sees a breaking ball bounce in there for ball 1. But McChesney, another lefty matchup with Tucker Holland on the hill. First reliever for the Sturs. 1 away, 1-1 pitch. McChesney sees a high fastball, missing the zone, ball 2. Holland winds up the 2-1 pitch. Here it is, and this ball is chopped on the first baseline. Is it fair? It does not look like it went off his right foot. Strike number 2. So Crew McChesney at 2-2 count. Top of the order on deck, Jacob Sharp with that very nice play out in left field. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to McChesney. McChesney swing and a miss. Another breaking ball from Holland. And consecutive strikeouts in the 5th for Tucker Holland, settling in nicely to his outing. Almost a exact replica of what happened to Lopez. That breaking ball, which was actually missing low in the zone. Both Lopez and McChesney out ahead of it for the strikeout. But here's Jacob Sharp. Sturs leads 7-0. Another lefty. First pitch. And that's a fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. Tucker Holland entered in the 4th inning after Peyton Gubler gave up a hit batter to the leadoff man he hit. Gubler entered, pulled out of the ball game and entered was Tucker Holland. 1-1. Bottom of the 5th, bases cleared, 2 gone. And Tucker Holland winds up the 1-1 pitch, and Jacob Sharp sees like the changeup missing low. It's a good frame job from Max. He does not get the call. It's ball 2. Let's not forget this 5th inning is brought to you by Finney's Craft House. Here's a 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. It was a fastball low, 2-2. And Finney's is a great place on Lower State for any and all Forester fans to gather before or after any home game in Santa Barbara. Finney's Craft House. 2 gone. Here is a 2-2 pitch, and Sharp sees a breaking ball, and Maxey is able to block it. No one on base. What's a full count? The Sturs, after tonight's ball game, will return home a 3-game homestand against all affiliated teams of the CCL. But here's a payoff pitch to Jacob Sharp, and Sharp fights this one off into right center field. Will that ball get down? It will. Jonas Sebring, the center fielder, scoops up in right center field. That is a 2-out knock for the man at the top of the order. And Jacob Sharp is now 1 for 3, picks up his first hit. And Sharp actually grounding into that 1-2-3 double play with the bases loaded. Last time he was up, he will now reach for the first time. Here's Cam Conley, actually one of the few right-handed batters in the lineup today for Arroyo. 0 for 2. First pitch and almost in the exact same position, but the right fielder moves in, Jackson Freeman, and makes the catch. That ball not quite into the gap, and the right fielder, Jackson Freeman, moves in a few paces, makes the squeeze to retire Cam Conley, and the side in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th from Pasadena, Holman, Pompey, Rodriguez next from Jackie Robinson Field.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. AAA Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
We're Tammy and Scott from Draftsman Ale Works here in Goleta, California.
For me, making beer is a dream come true. Seeing the community come together in our brewery is a fantastic feeling.
Community West Bank has trusted and believed in us from the very beginning.
Not only have they helped us by getting to where we are today, but they're helping us lay a path for where we want to go.
We count on them.
The community counts on Draftsman Ale Works to bring people together. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the sixth from Pasadena, California. Jack Holman, Pompey Rodriguez scheduled in this inning, and we have our second pitching change of the day for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Aiden Pullick, he will now enter the ball game and relieve Tyler Hergis. The Sturs, when you look at what they have done in this ball game, 2 runs in the first, 3 in the second, and 2 in the fourth to take a 7-0 lead against the team who's currently the top of the CCL South at 8-4. The Sturs entering today 7-5. But here is Jack Holman. He is 2 for 3 today, 3 runs batted in. He had a 2-run homer in the first, line out to right in the second, base hit RBI single in the fourth. First pitch misses away from Aiden Pullick, ball 1. Holman has been fantastic. 2 homers now on the year, over 10 hits. Here's a 1-0, and Holman lays off a high fastball, 2-0. Jack actually entered today 9 for 19. Tack on 2 more hits and 3 more ABs. He is sitting very pretty, leading things off. Here's a 2-1, and Holman spits on it down low. It's ball 3. Pompey scheduled next, and then Johnny Rodriguez. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and Holman will see ball 4 away. The heater missed from Pullick, and that's a 4-pitch lead-off walk to Jack Holman. You have to imagine the message for Pullick going out onto the hill, pitch around the zone for Holman after what he has done, the damage he has done. So the leadoff man aboard is going to bring up TJ Pompey, who did start the game at short, now at second base. Under the lights now from Pasadena. Sun setting actually behind home plate. They were casting shadows straight up the heart of the field earlier. First pitch to TJ. It's a fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. TJ today, strikeout, fly out in the right, and a line out to the third baseman. Holman inches his way out from first base. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Pompey checks swing. Did he go around? The first base umpire says no, able to lay off the breaking ball 1-1. The big reason why the Sturs capitalized early, putting up 5 runs in the first 2 innings. 4 errors from the Saints in those innings. Here's the 1-1, and TJ, but a back pick to first. Holman tries to get back, and he will, no problem. It's 1-2. Last pitch, finding the strike zone for TJ. Coming set, Pullick, the right-handed pitcher. And first, no outs. Here's the 1-2, and TJ just taps it down and foul. Rolls towards the third base dugout. He will do it again. And the sun, when it was up earlier, was setting behind home plate, casting shadows straight up the gut of the field, while the fencing that surrounds the infield Pretty tall fencing as well behind home plate. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and TJ rolls this one over to shortstop. The backhand, Lopez cannot make the play. That ball will go in the left field for a base hit, and TJ Pompey will have his first knock, and the first time he will reach base. That's going to put 2 aboard with no outs in the 6th for the Santa Barbara Foresters. And here is Johnny Rodriguez. Johnny's playing in front of a few fans here tonight. Good to see for Rodriguez, and he's also back in the lineup after that injury late last week. 2 aboard and no outs for Rodriguez. First pitch, and Johnny whiffing a miss. It was a breaking ball. Got him to swing, strike 1. Johnny has scored a run when he was hit. He was leading things off in the 2nd. The first of 3 runs to come around to score. Ground out to 2nd, also a strikeout. But the first look at Aiden Pollock here this evening. Pollock has allowed a walk and a single to start his outing. At 2nd is Holman, Pompey at 1st. Coming set, Pollock. Second pitch to the lefty batter, Rodriguez. Here it is, and Johnny sees it down low. That ball in and out of the glove of the catcher and holding at 2nd. Now both base runners off their bag. And TJ is able to get back to first base. Was it in time? TJ was tagged at first base. So TJ thought Holman on that errant pitch was going to third base. Holman was just a few paces off 2nd. Pompey was nearly 2/3 down to 2nd base. And as a result, the catcher Burge came out nearly to the hill and then was just able to throw the baseball over to his first baseman to catch Pompey off of first base for the first out. That ball was at the feet of the catcher. Didn't get too far from him. But it's now 1-1 for Rodriguez. Actually 1-2. And that pitch will miss in for Johnny to even up the count. Check that, the count 2-1. Just a man at 2nd. First base now unoccupied after Pompey was caught off of first for the first out. Rodriguez at 2-1 count. Here's the pitch, and Rodriguez, he will get hit on the right side. He will reach base for the 2nd time today, and that hit by pitch is brought to us by Alta Orthopedic.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt. This hit by a pitch brought to you by AltaOrthopedics.com. Got hurt? Call them.
2nd time Johnny has been hit today. That's going to bring up Caden Peterson. So 1 for 3 today. Reached twice, once on error, then had a double in the 3rd to extend that 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch, and Peterson sees a high fastball, ball 1. So Holman at 2nd after a walk. Pompey had the single. Then on the base running miscue, picked off of first base. It's 1-0, and Aiden Pollock taking his time. Here's the 1-0 pitch and a breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 to Caden. It's still a 7-0 lead for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Now Holman at 2nd. Rodriguez after he's hit at 1st now. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Peterson checks swing the breaking ball, missing low to Caden. 2-1. There are arms up in the bullpen for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Pollock, the right-hander, the 3rd pitcher to be used today. 2nd man out of the pen. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and Peterson sees a high fastball. Check back to 2nd base, now caught off at 2nd and 3rd as Holman caught in a rundown. The 3rd baseman now has the ball. Here's the 2nd baseman's able to apply the tag. Easton Elliott to catch Holman off of 2nd base. 2 base running miscues for the Sturs in the 6th inning with Holman caught in the rundown. Heads up play from Alex Burge to throw that ball over to a 2nd baseman, catch Holman off of 2nd base. And ended up going actually the shortstop, 3rd baseman Elliott on the putout. 2 gone. And it remains 3-1. Runner now at 2nd. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that will miss high for ball 4. So Peterson works a walk. Rodriguez was able to advance to 2nd when Holman was caught in the rundown, but he'd be at 2nd regardless right now after Peterson worked now a 2-out walk. Interesting inning here for the Sturs. 2 base runners picked off Actually, all 4 batters that have stood in have reached base. 2 walks, a hit, and a hit batter. But now 2 outs on the scoreboard. Here's Jackson Freeman. Bats out of the 8th spot. Rodriguez now at second. Peterson reaching for the 3rd time today at first. First pitch, and Freeman lays off a high fastball. Check down to third base. Did he go? No. Freeman today reached on E1, ground out 4-3, and a ground out 3-1. Ahead in the count. Markle stands on deck. 1-0 pitch. And this ball is slicing. Maybe it will hit a light and just slices past the highlights beyond the third base dugout for strike number 1. And when you look here at Jackie Robinson Field, just across the parking lot, really in the big grass field next to the Rose Bowl. Nice Coliseum sitting seats around the playing surface. 1-1 pitch, fastball high and away to Freeman, 2-1. It's cooled off to a very nice, comfortable temperature. It was toasty earlier on today, especially if you're in the sun. You can bake it pretty quickly. 2 aboard, 2 gone. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and Freeman will send this one popped it up left side, and that ball will also slice out of play down the left field line over the Saints bullpen as well. 2-2. It remains 7-0. Top of the 6th. Freeman trying to reach base for the 2nd time today. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and the fastball. This one's popped up. It's going to stay in the yard, and Shart, the left fielder, moves in, but called off by the shortstop Lopez, who goes back just about a few paces in the left field lawn and makes the squeeze to retire Jackson Freeman. Side retired at the top half of the 6th. Sturs still leads 7-0 here in Pasadena.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Tucker Holland, the left-handed pitcher, in his debut this evening for the Sturs, remains on the hill. He's going to face 3, 4, and 5, all left-handed batters. A lot of lefty-lefty matchups coming up. First one is Alex Burge in the first pitch. Fastball missing in the left-handed batter. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And Burge will see an off-speed missing high for ball 2. Alex today, the catcher, only his 3rd time standing in. Pop up to short. He was also hit in the 4th inning. He led things off as well in that 4th inning. Here's a 2-0. And that fastball from Holland, upper half of the zone for a strike. Sturs rolling still 7-0, bottom half of the 6th. And Holland winds up the 2-1 pitch, and here it is. Bird sees a fastball high, ball 3. The Sturs entering tonight, 3rd position in the CCL South with Arroyo on top of the standings in the Southern Division. Here's the 3-1, and that is ball 4, missing down and away from Tucker Holland. Then there's a leadoff walk for Alex Burge. Second free pass he has been given this evening. Here's Josh Livingston. In terms of pitching, we were informed Shea Went would pitch today, and we'd expect him to see him next. A right-hander take over for the lefty Tucker Holland. Well, you can see the surrounding settings here in Pasadena getting darker under the lights. The 1-0 pitch, and that one nearly clips, and it gets past Maxey. Livingston had to shimmy his way backwards, but it gets past Dylan, the catcher. And as a result, Alex Burge to second base on an errant pitch. And it looks like Bill Pintard might make the change as soon as available moment against Livingston. Ball 1. Now a runner in scoring position, no outs. Bottom of the 6th. Sturs lead by 7. Here's the 1-0, and Livingston chops this one down the first baseline. That is a fair ball scooped up on the backhand by Johnny Rodriguez, and he just has to touch first base to record the first out. Livingston grounds out to the first baseman, 1 down in the 6th. As a result, Alex Burge, who was at second on the errant pitch, now to third. And the Arroyo Seco Saints have their first run 90 feet away, home half the 6th. Here's Joey Dinelli. Reached on an error in the second and a fly out to right is ledger this evening. When you look around the surroundings, some tall mountains on the distance, some nice fern, pine trees around the playing surface here, Jackie Robinson Field. First pitch to Dinelli, misses away to the left-handed batter, ball 1. Man at third, 1 gone. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and Joey Dinelli just taps it back to the left of the catcher, Dylan Maxey, for strike number 1. It's a breaking ball that time from Holland. Ball and a strike. Entering today, the Saints done well getting on base, just like the Foresters, really similar numbers in terms of OPS. Here's a 1-1 and a breaking ball missing down for ball 2. Nearly identical slugging numbers. Same thing could be said for on-base percentage for both teams. Good metric. See how a team performs. 2-1 pitch and a fastball fouled off well high, probably about 50 feet in the air off the barrel of Dinelli. That is strike 2. Sent that ball over the stands to the left of home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ray Bermudez is on deck and a runner at third in our 7-0 ball game, bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 pitch, and Dinelli sees it skip in. It's a full count. Holland lost the grasp on it. 3-2. Likely if Holland loses, Dinelli going to the bullpen. And look into his catcher, Maxey. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Joey Dinelli drills it into right, down the right field line. Looking to get there is Freeman, but it goes foul. No chance for the right fielder, Jackson Freeman. Remains 3-2. Holland gets his pitch. Under the setting night sky, the 3-2 will miss low. The breaking ball missing down, and that is ball 4. Second walk given up by Holland this inning. And here comes Bill Pintard, it appears, out of the first base dugout. He now flashes signs to the catcher, Maxey, and his pitcher. Runners now on the corners for the Saints, and in the bottom of the 6th. Still got the late innings coming up. Want to be careful. And here comes the manager, Ray Bermudez. Would be standing in, but it's also going to be a pinch hitter as well. So Bill Pintard signals to the bullpen. Tucker Holland, his day complete. Likely Shea Went coming out of the bullpen. We'll be right back. Runners on the corners, 1 away. Sturs on top, 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th. The manager for the Sturs and the pitching coach Ryan Kramer going to Shea Went. We were expecting him to pitch today along with Tucker Holland. He will inherit runners on the corners. Alex Burge at third. Joey Donnelly is at first. One away in the bottom of the sixth. Sturs lead 7-0 over the Arroyo Seco Saints. The last time Shea pitched was actually on the 22nd of this month. It was in that game against the OC Riptide when the Sturs lost it 4-8. But Shea in his last outing, very, very good stuff. Going 3 2/3, only gave up a single hit, no runs. Did walk 3, but did strike out 4. So Went enters in. He's going to face a pinch hitter, Peter Worth. He's not seen a whole lot of action throughout this season for the Saints. Will now stand in to pinch hit for Ray Bermudez in the 6th spot of the order. So in comes Worth, bats from the right side and digs in for the first time today, and Shea Went now almost completely under the lights from Pasadena. Still some light in the distance. The first pitch and the fastball missing high, able to check his swing is Worth. Ball number 1. Tucker Holland responsible for the 2 base runners at third and first, both working walks against Holland in his debut this evening for the Sturs. With 1 away, Sturs trying to keep a 7-0 ball game and not give any hope to the Saints going to the late innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Worth will see a ball missing away. Like an off speed from Shea, ball 2. With other lefties in the lineup in this lefty-dominant Arroyo Seco Saints lineup, you have to imagine not the longest leash in the world for Shea Went this evening. Looks to fire a strike, runners on the corners. Here's a 2-0 pitch on its way, and Worth sees a fastball high. That is ball 3. On deck will be Easton Elliott. And the bottom of the order has gotten all the hits, nearly all the hits this evening. They have been very good. It's 3-0. Shea holds. Here's the pitch. And that will find the strike zone, lower half of the zone. Looked like Worth thought he had first base, but good delivery from Shea just to clip the corner on the fastball. So Easton Elliott is next, but a double play in order here with Joey Donnelly at first base. Markle at short, Pompey at second. 1 away. Here's a 3-1 pitch and a swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Unable to lay off. It was Peter Worth. It was a heater straight down the gut from the delivery from Shea Went. Full count. Worth just barely was able to check it, but did complete a swing for strike 2. This could be huge here for Shea if he's able to sit down Peter Worth. Looks into his catcher, Dylan Maxey. The right-handed pitcher's little glare over to the first base bag, working from the right side of the rubber on the hill. Here is the payoff pitch, and Worth will see ball 4 missing away. Shea loses him. And that's going to load up the bases with only a single out here in the 6th. The batter will be Easton Elliott. Bats from the left side. He's got a hit and a line out into center today. 3rd time he'll stand in. First look at Shea Went. An opportunity for the Saints to get themselves right back in this ball game. The Sturs trying doing everything they can to prevent that from happening. 7-0 our score. First pitch. Elliott lines this one down the left field line. That is a fair ball down into the corner. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Caden Peterson tries to get there right at the corner. A man coming around from third. 3 runs will come in to score on the bases clearing double from Easton Elliott down the left field line. And all of a sudden, the Saints have put themselves right back in at 7-3 now our score. Bases clearing double from Easton Elliott. Still only 1 out here in the 6th. That ball was roped down the left field line. Trickled its way all the way down into the corner. Peterson was straight away in left field. Had a lot of ground to cover. 3 runs in off 1 swing in the bat from Easton Elliott. And Shea Went under pressure. It's going to be Adrian Lopez, bats out of the 8th spot. Man at second, 3 runs in now with 1 out. Gamesmanship from Elliott going off a second base. The first pitch deals a strike for Shea Went. The fastball high in the zone to Adrian Lopez. 0-1. The bases clearing double from the second baseman. He's been taking a copious lead at second base, taking liberties. Shea a couple looks back. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled back directly behind home plate from Lopez, 0-2. Critical for Shea. Try to retire Adrian Lopez crew. McChesney is on deck. And we said before Easton Elliott came up, Bob in the order has been having the most of the production this evening for the Saints. Shea ahead in the count. Couple looks back to second base. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Lopez sees a ball away. 1-2. The heater from Shea, missing away at the knees. Ball and 2 strikes. And with the lights flicked on, I feel like it's a little bit deceptive. The runner goes from second to third, swing and a miss. The throw down to third was it in time. Sliding in safely is Easton Elliott. Adrian Lopez strikes out, goes down swinging for the second out, and Lopez retired, but Easton Elliott, the stolen bag to third, now 90 feet away from the fourth run of the inning. But 2 gone. Big strikeout for Shea Went. 7-3 our score. All 3 of the runs for the Saints scored in this inning, bottom of 6. Here's the 9-hole hitter, crew. McChesney, first pitch, and swing and a miss. Strike number 1. McChesney bats from the left side, and he plays for BYU. He's 1 for 2 today. Base hit in the third, strikeout in the 5th. And Shea retire the side, limit the damage. The 0-1 pitch, and that one skips in. Great key from Dylan Maxey. Keep the runner at third. He had to smother that ball up. It was a breaking ball from Shea. 1-1. Here's some birds chirping. A lot of pine trees, nice foliage surrounding Jackie Robinson Field. Turning into a very nice evening from Southern California. 1-1 pitch, and McChesney grounds this one over to second base. Pompey has to range over to his right, and the throw over to first was in time to retire the side. McChesney grounds out 4-3 or the third out, but 3 runs in for the Arroyo Seco Saints. We go to the 7th. Stars on top 7-3 over Arroyo.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Forrester's home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
We're Tammy and Scott from Draftsman Ale Works here in Goleta, California.
For me, making beer is a dream come true. Seeing the community come together in our brewery is a fantastic feeling.
Community West Bank has trusted and believed in us from the very beginning.
Not only have they helped us by getting to where we are today, but they're helping us lay a path for where we want to go.
We count on them.
The community counts on Draftsman Ale Works to bring people together. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the 7th. Drew Markle, Dylan Maxey, Jonas Sebring scheduled for the Stars. 7-3 now our score. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th for the Saints. Markle to bat for the second time. Worked a walk first time up. Pinch hit for D. Kennedy in the 5th. Aiden Pollock remains on the hill. The first pitch to Drew. It's in there for a strike. Looks like Pollock took a little something off his fastball. 0-1. And the Stars regain those runs that they just lost. The 0-1 pitch and a breaking ball. It's popped up right side, foul ground. And the first baseman tracks back just a few paces to the right of the chalk line and makes the squeeze. Joey Donnelly retiring Drew Markle 1 away in the 7th. That's going to bring up Dylan Maxey. He's had himself a 1-for-3 day along with a walk. Pair of strikeouts sandwiched on his ledger this evening. But last time up, he had a base hit in the 5th with 2 out. It's actually when the Sturs loaded up the bases with 2 outs in the 5th. Now stand-in bases clear, 1 out. 7-3 our score. Under the lights here in Pasadena. First pitch and a breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. When you look at some stadium lights, you feel like these lights here in Pasadena aren't quite as strong as some of the other ones. I feel like depth perception could be a little bit shaky. The 0-1 pitch missing low. Ball 1. Another breaking ball from Aiden Pollock. 1-1. Base is clear. Mark will retire the 1-1 pitch, and that will miss down and away to the right-handed batter, Dylan Maxey. He's now had 2-1. With the Sturs returning home tomorrow. 3-game homestand, so be sure to come on out and support the Sturs when they're back at home. 2-1 pitch, nearly clips Dylan. He has to slide back away from, but takes a strike. Generous strike call on the breaking ball from Pollock. But it's in there for strike 2. Here is a 2-2 pitch, and Maxey sees a ball well away. Burge had to slide over to his right, just about 2 feet. Make the catch, full count. Sebring is on deck in the top of the 7th. Foresters lead 7-3. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and Maxey, big swing and a miss. He is retired, striking out. And Pollock, good delivery to sit down Maxey for the 2nd out in the 7th. And that's going to bring up Jonah Sebring. 1 away and the base is clear. Still, talk about the sun setting. Still a little bit of a lighter haze behind the press box and behind home plate. Darker skies where the mountains are on the horizon. As Maxey sat down on the breaking ball. Here's the first pitch, however, to Sebring. Sees a high fastball, missing well high, ball 1. Jonah today struck out in the 1st and 2nd. RBI double in the 4th. Also came around to score, and he was hit in the 5th last time he stood in. Here's the 2nd pitch, and that breaking ball missing high again, ball 2. If Jonah is able to reach, Patterson will be on deck. And winding up the 2-0 pitch, here's Pollock. Here's the 2-0 pitch, that breaking ball bouncing right in front of home plate. That is ball 3. So Sebring well ahead in the count. With the Sturs looking to score their first run since the 4th inning, but with 2 outs and the bases clear. In some base runners, Patterson's had himself a very nice day. Sebring took a moment, stands back in. Pollock winds up, 3-0 pitch, and the fastball missing into the right-handed batter, Sebring. That was a 4-pitch, 2-out walk for Jonah. 3rd time he is aboard this evening. Actually, the last 3 times for Jonah, he's got the double, the run driven in with that double. He was hit, and now works a walk, and it was good to see. He also took, when he was hit, took that one off the helmet. Good to see him not fazed by it. It's always a dangerous play. At least it was a breaking ball, not the fastball going towards the helmet. But good to see Sebring aboard, 2 gone. Here's Patterson. But before that, check back to Sebring at first. He slides back in, no problem. Pollock from the hill. First pitch to Patterson. That is a fastball down the pipe. 0-1. Sturs prior to tonight and yesterday in that non-countable game, non-CCL game, they've lost 2 straight CCL matchups. Looking to get back in the saddle, put one in the win column. The 0-1 pitch, and Patterson sees a fastball high, 1-1. Just past 8:30 local time here in Pasadena. Not quite the late start time that we had in Orange County a few days ago, but it was a delayed start. It was scheduled for 6:05, more like 6:15 was first pitch. There's the 1-1, and Patterson sees it down in the dirt. Breaking ball missing from Pollock, 2-1. Manning at first is Jonah. On deck now is Jack Holman. Patterson, wide stance, relatively neutral stance as well. In the box, here's the 2-1 pitch, and the breaking ball down. That is ball 3, and Pollock struggling now to find the zone. Retired the first 2 with relative ease. Gave up the walk to Sebring on 4 pitches, and now behind the count 3-1 to Patterson. And now he steps off on the hill. The Arroyo Seco, the blue and white pinstripes this evening. Polk also wearing the high socks on the hill. 3-1 pitch, and Patterson now sees ball 4 down low. Consecutive walks by Aiden Pollock, with Patterson seeing that breaking ball down low. That's going to put 2 aboard. Sebring goes to second with 2 gone in the top half of the 7th inning. See action down in the bullpen, down that left field line for the Saints. But Jack Holman having himself a fantastic day. A 2-run homer in the first, an RBI single in the 4th. Also worked a walk in the 6th. First pitch, and fastball high to left-handed batter, ball 1. Lone time, Jack didn't reach base, was in the second when he had a line out into right. 2 aboard. Sebring and Patterson reaching base on balls. Here's the 1-0, nearly clips Jack. Runners get to advance a free 90. That ball was in and out of the glove of Burge, and it went under his legs and trickled just to his right. Couldn't corral it, and now 2 in scoring position in the Sturs, as they've done the majority of the season with 2 out. Getting runners aboard and in a scoring position. That has happened numerous times today. When the Sturs have scored, a lot of the times it has been with 2 gone. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and Holman sees a breaking ball in there for a strike. 2-1. 7-3 our score. Arroyo put up 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Sturs trying to get it right back. Here's a 2-1. Holman checks swing. That is ball 3 down low. Pollock on that off-speed pitch, struggling to find the zone. On deck will be TJ Pompey. At third, Sebring. Patterson second. Here's the pitch, the 3-1 in there for a strike. Able to locate it this time was Pollock. On that breaking ball, 3-2. Big pitch here. Here's the payoff pitch, and Holman fights it off, stays alive, sends it sky high behind home plate, just to the left of home plate, actually. We will do it again. Runners at second and at third, 2 out. Pollock winds up the payoff pitch. Here it is. Holman sees ball 4 away. It was an off speed from Aiden Pollock. And that is 3 consecutive walks from the right-handed reliever to load up the bases for TJ Pompey. Now appearing out of the third base dugout, the coaching staff for the Arroyo Seco Saints. You have to imagine day complete for Aiden Pollock. Walking the bases full. And it looks like they will go to the bullpen. Actually, can't tell if there's a reliever coming in currently, but what a chance for the Sturs here in the 7th. With 2 gone, TJ Pompey will be the batter. And it looks like the game will remain with Aiden Pollock. Saw a man exiting the bullpen. It was just a transaction from the dugout to the bullpen going down that left field line. So it will remain Pollock's ball game. 3 consecutive walks to Sebring, Patterson, Holman. Now he's going to face TJ Pompey, who's 1 for 4 today. 7-3 our score, top of the 7th. Pollock, first pitch. TJ, big whiff and a miss, nearly swinging out of the boots. Strike 1. TJ, that one hit that he did collect was in the last inning. Here's the second pitch, and this one's grounded over to third base. Livingston scoops up and throws it over to second for the force out. And the second baseman, Easton Elliott, covering second base, retrieves that baseball and collects the 3rd out of the inning on the force out. The Sturs leave the bases loaded in the 7th. It's stretch time here from Pasadena. The score remains 7-3. Sturs on top. Santa Barbara Airport has 5 airlines: American, Alaska, Delta Air, Southwest, and United, with 12 direct destinations from Santa Barbara to Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, Las Vegas, Oakland, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, Portland, San Francisco, Phoenix, Seattle, and Sacramento. With 23 daily departures from Santa Barbara, SBA's newest daily service on Delta Airlines to Atlanta and Salt Lake City can ensure that you can get anywhere in the world in just one stop. SBA is proud to join over 200 airports around the world in the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program. Passengers with a disability can opt into the program, and in doing so, trained staff at SBA will be there to provide additional level of customer service. You can learn more at www.flysba.com. Once again, you can learn more and book your flights today from Santa Barbara at www.flysba.com.
I'm Eric Onen, CEO and Managing Director of Santa Barbara Airbus. Santa Barbara Airbus is all about the customer experience. Having your customers count on you. It's because people recognize that you're there when you need them. One of the early challenges for our business was equipment financing. Community West Bank has always found a way for the terms and conditions to work for us and for them. I count on Community West Bank.
The community counts on Santa Barbara Airbus to keep them moving. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
Go to the bottom of the 7th from Pasadena, and Shea Went will remain in the ballgame on the hill for the Sturs. He's going to face the top of the order. Sharp, Conley, and Burge due up for the Saints. 2 lefties and a right-handed batter scheduled for Arroyo. Went winds up the first pitch, and Sharp sees a fastball away, ball 1. Well, it was the last inning that the Arroyo Seco Saints collected their first runs of the ball game, pushed in 3 from Easton Elliott. 1-0 pitch, and this one is lined over to Drew Markle at short, and he makes the squeeze just about a foot on top of that infield dirt. And Jacob Short, the line out to the short baseman. Good reflexes from Drew, or the first out, bottom of the 7th. That's going to bring up Cam Conley. 0 for 3 today. One of the few right-handed batters in the lineup. One quick out for Shea Went. Here's the first pitch to Conley, and it was a off-speed missing high, ball 1. Conley today a flyout to Sebring in center, a strikeout swinging, and a lineout into right. 1-0 pitch. Conley fouls it off behind home plate, strike number 1. Well, when you look at these two teams, two dominant teams in the CCL South, they'll meet not too long from now, in early July. 1-1 pitch and a swing, and just getting a piece of it back into Maxey's glove. That's strike 2. But really into the heart of the season now for the Santa Barbara Foresters. They're going to play the Saints back here in Pasadena on the 10th. But Shea retired the first man he faced. Takes a moment stepping off on the hill. He's ahead against Cam Conley. Here is the 1-2 pitch. And Conley whiffing to miss the heater. Got him to swing and miss, and Shea 2 quick outs in the 7th. Went has his second K, settling in nicely. After he came in inheriting runners on the corners, he gave up that bases clearing double to Easton Elliott, but since then has retired 4 straight. Again, talking about this lighting here at Jackie Robinson Field, I feel like the lighting isn't as crisp as you would feel. Obviously lit up, but still kind of dark. It's almost like a palpable feeling in the air. It's almost like a haze from the lights. It's hard to explain. First pitch, Burge will take away, ball 1. It's like you're lit up. Obviously you can see, but it's just not as crisp as you would expect from stadium lights. The 1-0 pitch, and Burge sees it bounce in. That is ball 2. Went retiring the first 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. 7-3 our score. Foresters lead. And Went moving quickly. The 2-0 pitch, and Alex Burge, who's batting from the left side, takes a fastball high in the zone for a strike, 2-1. And Alex Burge today, the catcher, pop up to short. He was hit and also worked a walk. When he walked, came in to score. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and Burge lays off of it. That is ball 3. Off speed from Shea that time. Other arms available later on in the ballgame, Ty Zaronic and Max Frazier, likely candidates for the pitching coach. Ryan Kramer, pair of lefties. 3-1, and Burge fouls it back into the big fencing behind home plate. Strike 2. this lefty-dominant lineup for the Saints. Bill Pintard wanted to save Frazier after not using him yesterday's ball game. They did not use Frazier, or any lefty for that matter. A hot commodity, especially with all the lefties in the lineup for the Saints. But with 2 gone, bases clear, here is the payoff pitch to Alex Burge. On its way, swing and a miss. And that side retired. Shea went consecutive Ks. The fastball got Alex Burge. Well done from Shea, settling in very nicely. We go to the 8th. Sturs still on top 7-3 over the Saints.
When it comes to your office equipment needs, call Coastal Copy. We're the largest independent office equipment dealership in the Tri-Counties. And as your locally owned authorized Savin dealer, Coastal Copy offers complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Savin digital copiers and MFPs, Savin color printers, digital duplicators, Savin wide format systems, digital presses, document management solutions, and more. That's Coastal Copy.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
I'm Eric Onen, CEO and Managing Director of Santa Barbara Airbus. Santa Barbara Airbus is all about the customer experience. Having your customers count on you. It's because people recognize that you're there when you need them. One of the early challenges for our business was equipment financing. Community West Bank has always found a way for the terms and conditions to work for us and for them. I count on Community West Bank.
The community counts on Santa Barbara Airbus to keep them moving. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
There's a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Saints. Ahmad Harajli will take over for Aiden Pollock to start off the 8th inning. Rodriguez, Peterson, and Freeman due up for the Sturs. They're currently on top 7-3 in this ballgame. Arroyo Seco entering today 8-4 CCL South. The SB Foresters 7-3, good for 3rd place after dropping the last 2 games to the OC Riptide, who are on a tear for a few days, winning 5 straight since then. Since that game on Sunday, they have lost. Ahmad Harajli will stand in on the hill, facing 6, 7, and 8 for the Sturs. Harajli the first pitch, and Rodriguez will see a fastball high, ball 1. The Foresters put up 5 runs through the first 2 innings. They tacked on 2 more in the 4th. They haven't scored since that 4th inning. 1-0 pitch, and Rodriguez pops up out of play behind home plate. 1-1. And Harajli today for the Saints. 3rd man out of the bullpen, 4th pitcher on the hill. Johnny today has reached base twice when he's been hit. 1-1 pitch, and Rodriguez swinging and a miss. It looks like the fastball from Harajli, 1-2. Johnny was hit in the 2nd, scored, grounded out to 2nd, struck out, and also was hit in the 6th, the last time he was up. Down the count with Peterson on deck. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and Rodriguez sees a ball in. It was a fastball from Harajli, 2-2. It looks like we might have a pinch hitter for Jackson Freeman, Jack Bollinger, to hit at the 8th spot. But Rodriguez bats from the left side against this new right-handed pitcher. Harajli winds up the 2-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. The off-speed got him, and he is retired. 1 away in the 8th. That's going to bring up Peterson. Base is clear, one gone. 7-3, still our score. Ideally, the Sturs tack on one or two more in these 8th, 9th innings. Get out of slam range. Here's the first pitch, and Peterson will see a ball in, like the heater from Harajali. For Kitten today, he reached on error. He's 6, a double, a line out to the left, and also a walk. 1-0 pitch, and Peterson sees an off-speed in there for a strike, 1-1. Ahmad Harajali, seems like when he's taking a little something off the pitch, it's dropped in nicely. Base is clear. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and Peterson will take a strike that time. A fastball from Harajali. And quickly, Peterson down the count, having to protect the plate now. The big thing why the Sturs picked up those early runs, some early errors from the Saints. And now the 1-2, Peterson sees the breaking ball down and away, 2-2. Peterson batting out of the right side. There's 3 lefties in the lineup to start off the day for the Sturs. Still all 3 of them in the lineup, except that'll change. I'll stay the same with Bollinger on deck, but the 2-2 pitch, and Peterson will take strike 3. He goes down looking. Harajali looked like took a little something off that fastball to get Peterson looking, 2 gone. And here is Jack Bollinger now to hit for Jackson Freeman. Another left-handed batter for the Sturs. 2 gone, bases clear. Bollinger now to hit. Still 7-3 our score. Top of the 8th. First pitch, and Bollinger sees that off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Bollinger well back in the batter's box. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. He couldn't lay off that fastball, and he is quickly down 0-2. And Ahmad Harajali in full command, entering from the bullpen in this ball game. He's got Bollinger on the ropes. 2 gone, bases clear. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and Bollinger swing and a miss. Harajali strikes out the side here in the 8th, and we are going to the home half of the 8th inning. Livingston, Donnelly, and Worth due up. Sturs still on top 7-3 over the Saints.
During this time of record market highs and gradual economic recovery, it's essential you have someone you can trust. For 10 consecutive years, the Santa Barbara News Press Reader's Choice Poll has awarded Tremblay Financial Services recognition for the financial guidance they provide their clients. Tremblay Financial Advisors continually educate their clients with new options and financial planning tailored fit to you. For more information or an appointment, call 569-1982 or log on to tremblayfinancial.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Centaurus Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Tremblay Financial Services and Centaurus Financial are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against a loss in periods of declining values.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the bookstore. Hi, this is Forrester's Hall of Fame member Jim Buckley. When I'm not telling you who's batting for the Sturs, I write books for kids. Visit Chaucer's Books on Upper State Street and ask for my new graphic novel biography of Amelia Earhart or any of the great books I've written in the Who Was biography series. Titles include Muhammad Ali, the Wright Brothers, Blackbeard the Pirate, Roberto Clemente, and many more. Thanks for your support of reading for kids and the Forresters.
On our way to the bottom of the 8th, still a 7-3 ball game, and we will have a pitching change for Ryan Kramer and Bill Pintard. Max Frazier, the southpaw, out of the bullpen to relieve Shea Went, who settled in very nicely to his outing after he gave up those runs in the 6th. He retired 5 straight, along with 3 Ks for Shea Went. It's going to be Josh Livingston, left-handed batter, to lead things off. Actually, lefty due up for the Saints. Bill Pintard bringing in Max Frazier. When you look at the pitching staff this season, Bill Pintard entering the season saying not as many lefty pitchers as he would like on staff. They had all 3 available. I should say they had 3 available today: Holland, Zrodnik, and now it's Frazier. First pitch, fastball strike, 0-1. Zrodnik could be used later in this ballgame, along with Will Rogers, who we've seen save situations late in games. Here's the 0-1, and Livingston sees one down and in, 1-1. Josh, the third baseman today, fly out to center. He was walked and ground out to first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Livingston will see a fastball strike low in the zone, 1-2. And Frazier in full command of the first batter he is facing, and who plays for Wichita State, I should say. Livingston, the batter, playing for Wichita State. The Stars will be going on later this summer. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. It's down the right field line. Looks like it's drawing foul. And trying to get there is Jack Bullinger. And that ball will fall. Correction, it is caught. Couldn't see it from where we're sitting here at Jackie Robinson Field. But Bullinger in foul ground will make the catch. And Livingston retired for the first out in the 8th. Looked like Bullinger was going to run out of real estate, who entered for Freeman when he pinched hit out and right. But he's able to make the squeeze just with enough space for the first out in the 8th. Here's yet another lefty, Joey Donnelly. One away, base is clear, and Max Frazier sits down the first man he faces. The pitch, that's a heater, and it's foul. That's actually a fair ball down the first baseline, and it will go foul. Both the pitcher and the catcher converged about halfway down that first baseline. Looked like it went foul off Donnelly's foot, but trickled fair. I should say it was fair until it trickled foul about halfway down the first baseline. Both Maxey, the catcher, and Frazier, the pitcher, running in from their respective positions to see that ball and usher it out of play for strike number 1. 1 away, and Donnelly down on the count, 0-1. Frazier sees in the second pitch, and it's a fastball down and away, 1-1. Donnelly has reached on an error, a fly out into right, worked a walk in the 6th, and he was actually the first man to score of the 3 in that 6th inning. 1-1 pitch, and this ball is fouled back directly behind home plate. 1-2. 7-3, the score remains. And you look behind home plate, still a little bit of faint light, dark blue skies, still some last light near the coast, but completely surrounded by darkness here. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball missing down the way, 2-2. We saw some very nice mountains on the horizon, but those have dissipated. Even the trees just beyond the outfield fences, beyond the outfield lights, beyond left field, those have disappeared as well. Here's the 2-2, and that's a fastball in there for a strike, and Donnelly goes down looking. 2 gone in the 8th. Max Frazier sees 2 up and 2 down to start his outing. That's going to bring up Peter Worth, record his second plate appearance of the day. Came in a pinch hit for Ray Bermudez in the 6th. Well, looking at Frazier, the last time he pitched was on the 22nd against the OC Riptide. Pitched very well, going an inning and a third. Here's a first pitch to Bermudez, swing and a miss. That is strike 1. Bermudez actually, Worth, who was pinch hitting for Bermudez, bats from the right side, the 0-1, and a whiff and a miss, and he is quickly down 0-2 for Peter Worth. He worked a walk in the 6th and came around to score. 0-2 gone, base is clear. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and Peter Worth pops up, stays alive over the first base dugout. Max Frazier, in that last outing, going inning and a third, did not allow a hit, and he did strike out 1. He's ahead 0-2 against Peter Worth. Here's the pitch, the 0-2 on its way, fastball missing high, having to lean back. Was the batter, 1-2. In the bottom half of this inning, Markle Maxie Sebring due up for the Sturs as they lead by 4. 2 gone. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Peter with swing and a miss. Max Frazier got him with the fastball, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Max. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Sturs still on top 7-3 over the Saints.
Need a new copier for your office? Coastal Copy is the original copier dealer in the Tri-Counties and your authorized Kyocera dealer, offering complete sales, service, and supplies on a full line of Kyocera Task Alpha digital MFPs. And thanks to the latest in Kyocera mobile and cloud technology, we offer Kyocera's mobile print app, which allows you to access documents through your smartphone or tablet. Call us today to schedule your free assessment and quote.
You'll see a difference because we go the distance.
Call 1-800-995-8835.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the bookstore. Hi, this is Forrester's Hall of Fame member Jim Buckley. When I'm not telling you who's batting for the Sturs, I write books for kids. Visit Chaucer's Books on Upper State Street and ask for my new graphic novel biography of Amelia Earhart or any of the great books I've written in the Who Was biography series. Titles include Muhammad Ali, the Wright Brothers, Blackbeard the Pirate, Roberto Clemente, and many more. Thanks for your support of reading for kids and the Forresters.
Score remains 7-3 going to the 9th inning here from Pasadena. Max Frazier entered in the bottom of the 8th and had a very clean 1-2-3 inning, and Ahmad Harajli will remain on the hill, who entered in the 8th for the Arroyo Seco Saints and struck out the side. But going to the 9th inning, Markle Maxie Sebring due up. Maybe a little extra insurance runs. Lead at 4. Still a comfortable lead. Here's the first pitch, and Markle will take a strike. The fastball from Harajli, 0-1. For Drew today, he entered in the 5th inning to pinch hit for D. Kennedy. He's worked a walk and a fly out to the first baseman. The 0-1 pitch, missing high from Harajli, 1-1. And Harajli, 3 Ks against 3 batters to start his day. There's a 1-1 to Drew Markle, and Drew will see it off speed, missing high, ball 2. The Sturs tomorrow, when they return home, will welcome in the Alameda Merchants for the first and only matchup of the year. The team plays out of the CCL North and is an affiliate of the league. 2-1, Drew half-heartedly goes through the zone. He actually taps the baseball back into the backstop for strike 2. It was the breaking ball from Ahmad Harajli, inducing the swing. Top of the order is on deck with Dylan Maxey. Under the lights here in Pasadena, Maxey waiting on deck. Here is the 2-2 pitch, and Markle's swing and a miss. The fastball blazes past him, and Harajli has seen 4 and struck out 4 in his outing. That's going to bring in Dylan Maxey. Dylan today struck out 3 times, worked a walk, also a base hit, 6 times standing in this evening. Trying to find some different luck against Ahmad Harajli. Top of the 9th, Sturs still leads 7-3. Here's the first pitch, and fastball missing in, nearly clips the left side of Maxey, who bats from the right side. 1-0. Sturs trying to see out this game. They're going to see the bottom of the order, bottom half of this inning. Here's the 1-0 as Maxey takes an off-speed in for ball 2. Sebring awaits on the wing. And Harajli, looking into his catcher Burge, comes set. Here is a 2-0 pitch on its way. Maxey sees a fastball well high, and that is ball 3. So Harajli has struck out 4, but now falls behind 3-0 to Dylan. Top half of the 9th, 1 away, bases clear. Here is the 3-0 pitch, and Maxey will see ball 4 down low. So after 4 consecutive Ks from Harajli, he has 4 consecutive balls to Maxey. A 1-out walk for Dylan. He reaches for the 3rd time today. That's going to bring up Jonas Sebring, who in the last 3 times he has stood at the dish, he has reached base. Struck out the first 2 times, since then, RBI double. It was hit and worked a walk. With 1 out. Sturs looking to cushion their lead, even though it is at 4 runs. You never know what could happen. We've seen a grand slam, which was yesterday's ball game, to tie us up in the 8th inning. See this one through. Here's the first pitch to Jonah. Fastball upper half of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Actually, all of the 3 teams that the Sturs are going to see at their homestand are affiliates of the CCL. They're accountable games, not like yesterday's ball game against the Bombers, a non-league game. The 0-1 pitch, missing high, was off speed from Harajli, 1-1. They're going to welcome in the Merchants, the Ventura Pirates, who they've already seen twice, and the San Diego Sunrays, different than the San Diego Bombers, but the Sunrays, who they'll see Saturday, are a CCL team. 1-1 pitch, and Sebring sees it well high, and good grab from Burge, sending that left arm all the way to its full extension to snare that fastball high, ball 2. And Harajli takes a moment wiping off his right hand, his throwing arm. Give up that 4-pitch walk to Maxey after striking out the first 4. He's behind 2-1 to Sebring. Here's the pitch. Jonas sees another fastball high, fraction in 2, 3-1. Patterson on deck for Santa Barbara. Just past 9 o'clock local time here in Pasadena. 3-1 pitch, and Sebring will see ball 4 high. Consecutive walks from Ahmad Harajli. That's going to put 2 aboard. Only a single out here in the top of the 9th. And much like the Orange County game, which had a 7 o'clock start time, you know a lot of the players here or the Santa Barbara Foresters from the Midwest and the southern states and even the East Coast. And if you're in the Eastern or Central time zone, thank you for sticking with us late into your evenings, even into the early morning if you're on the East Coast. But there's going to be a conference on the hill for Harajli. It was untouchable. The first 4 batters he faced, striking out all 4 of them, then has given up 2 consecutive walks. And that's going to be it for the mound visit. Harajli will stay out there. But the batter will now be Daniel Patterson, who's had a very good day getting on base. He's got 2 walks and 2 RBI single in the second. He's also reached on error. First pitch to Daniel, and you'll see a fastball high in the zone, 0-1. And for Harajli, doesn't want any more cushion runs to come in for the Sturs. 7-3 our score. Top of the 9th. 2 aboard, 1 gone. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Patterson fouls it back over the towering fencing surrounding the infield for strike 2. And this fencing just on top of the backstop, say probably 30 feet high. That ball cleared right over the top of it for strike 2. Harajli looks back to second base. Where Maxey is. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled down the first baseline. Jammed towards the hands of the right-handed batter, Patterson. It remains 0-2. Still 2 aboard. Can Patterson reach base yet again? And Ahmad Harajli comes set. Here's the pitch. The 0-2 missing high on a fastball to Patterson. That is ball 1. Here in Jackie Robinson Field, not to be confused with Jackie Robinson Stadium, where UCLA play. We're on the western side of Los Angeles. It's 1-2. Here's a pitch, and Patterson sees it. That's down low. It's an errant pitch. Both base runners advance into scoring position. Maxey thought about coming home from second base. There's a whole lot of real estate behind home plate. Probably about 30 feet from behind the dish to the backstop. And that ball was all the way down at the juncture between the dirt and where the backstop begins. That's a long run for the catcher, but holding up at third base is Maxey, so both base runners now in scoring position. Sebring to second, and the count 2-2 for Patterson. Holman is on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Patterson sees an off speed. It's in there for strike 3. He goes down looking. He knew it. It's that breaking ball from Harajli. He has now struck out 5. 2 gone in the 9th. And here is Jack Holman for the Sturs. And Holman kicked off the scoring today for Santa Barbara. 2-run shot in the first. Give the Sturs the early advantage in that opening inning. Can tack on a couple more. First pitch. Holman will take a fastball strike down the middle. 0-1. The Sturs put up 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Still hold on to a 7-3 lead after conceding 3 runs in the 6th frame. The 0-1 pitch, and Holman whiffing a miss, strike 2. Rajli went with that changeup. Maxey is at third, Sebring second, 2 out. Bottom half of the Saints, the bottom of the order, or the Saints, trailing by 4. Rajli, the 0-2 pitch, and Holman sees a ball in. Great take, phenomenal take actually from Jack, 1-2. Even though the bottom of the order coming up, that's where all the damage has been done today by the Saints. They have the majority of the hits for Arroyo in this entire ballgame. 4 out of the 5 coming from the bottom of the order. But still a 7-3 lead. Here's 1-2 pitch, and Holman lines this one over to the second baseman. Off the deck is Easton Elliott, fields it and throws it over to retire the side. Jack Holman grounds out 4-3, or the final out in the top of the third. Looks like Max Frazier is going back out there. No, it's going to be Will Rogers entering in the ball game out on the hill. He's going to face the bottom of the order. Elliott, Lopez, McChesney coming up when we return.
It's out of here. It's tough to tell whether that's another Forester's home run or one of the many flights going out of the Santa Barbara airport. With 22 daily departures and 11 direct destinations, including Chicago, Dallas, Las Vegas, San Diego, and Seattle, there's no need to drive and fly when you can take off local at the Santa Barbara airport. Prepare for a departure from the usual travel experience. Choose SBA and depart differently. A proud partner of the Santa Barbara Foresters.
We're Tammy and Scott from Draftsman Ale Works here in Goleta, California.
For me, making beer is a dream come true. Seeing the community come together in our brewery is a fantastic feeling.
Community West Bank has trusted and believed in us from the very beginning.
Not only have they helped us by getting to where we are today, but they're helping us lay a path for where we want to go.
We count on them.
The community counts on Draftsman Ale Works to bring people together. We're glad they count on us. Community West Bank, member FDIC.
Foresters lead 7-3 going to the bottom of the 9th from Pasadena, and enter Will Rogers, who's really kind of entered into that closer situation for the Sturs, and he wants to see this one through. Not a save situation for Will, but the last time that he pitched was on the 23rd against the OC Riptide, entered in the 8th inning, trying to keep it a tight ball game, which he was able to do. He faced 4 batters, just gave up a walk, but a clean inning from Will, just besides that walk, and he'll enter in this ball game with his team on top. 7-3, Easton Elliott, Adrian Lopez, Crew, McChesney due up in this inning. Now of the 5 hits, 4 of them coming from these 3 batters, and Easton Elliott, who was 2 for 3 today, he had the bases clearing double in the 6th to drive in 3 runs in the 6th, give Arroyo their first runs of the ball game. He is the leadoff man, and Will Rogers, the right-hander, on the hill and winds up his first pitch. Here it is, and Elliott sees a fastball. It's in there for a strike, 0-1. Good velocity from Will on the hill. Man of many talents, does it all. Can run, catch, play the outfield DH, come in and save situations. Here's the 0-1, and that fastball's in there for a strike 2, and quickly ahead against Easton Elliott, 0-2. 3 more outs the Sturs need. They're going to be tied with the same record as Arroyo Seco at 8-5. just looking for those 3 outs. Rogers ahead in the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Elliott, and Elliott just taps it foul. Looked like an off-speed pitch that time from Rogers, and just able to stay alive as the second baseman. Now out to the hills, Dylan Maxey get on the same page as Will. It's going to be a lefty-righty lefty for the Saints, with Rogers throwing with his right arm. Ahead in the count against Elliott. 7-3 our score, bottom of the 9th. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Elliott lays off the fastball high for ball 1. Well, for Rogers, we talked about last time he pitched, which was on the 22nd. He hit yesterday in the non-CCL game, batted third, played out in left field. But the 1-2 pitch, and that breaking ball is in there for strike 3. Will Rogers gets Easton Elliott looking for the first out in the 9th. So Will Rogers strikes out the first man he faces, and that brings up Adrian Lopez. Lopez playing for USC. 1 for 3. But the last two times you stood in, you struck out swinging. One of them was against Tucker Holland, who made his debut. The other one was against Shea Went. 1 away and the base is clear. There is the pitch. And it was an off-speed missing low to the right-handed batter Lopez. Ball 1. Stars just looking for 2 more out here in the 9th. Rogers takes a little bit of a longer hold on the hill. Winds up the 1-0. And Lopez pops up. He'll stay in the infield, actually tracking back into shallow center field. And called off by the center fielder Sebring. No, it's actually TJ Pompey, the second baseman, to make the catch. Lost that ball up in the lights and in the dark night sky, but it was TJ Pompey, the second baseman, tracking back in right field to make the squeeze for the second out. And Crew McChesney, the final hope for the Arroyo Seco, sends down to their final out here at home in Pasadena. 7-3 our score. And Rogers sends in the first pitch and a swing and a miss. Looked like another heater from Will. Strike 1. Stars be back at home tomorrow. 3-game homestand. It's all CCL teams. But Rogers seen 2 and has sat down 2. 0-1. And this ball is grounded over to the second baseman. Charging in is Pompey, and underhand flips it to the first baseman to retire the side. And there is our ball game. The Stars take it 7-4, 7-3 over the Arroyo Seco Saints. And Will Rogers makes clean work of the bottom of the order to see this ball game out. Solid victory this evening for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Put up 5 runs in the first 2 innings, then tacked on 2 more in the 4th to get a 7-0 lead. Gave up a few runs in the 6th, but saw everything out. Good production all the way through the lineup, and a good bounce-back win after losing 2 straight CCL games and building on that momentum from the game yesterday against the San Diego Bombers when they prevailed 8-7. It's really 2 consecutive wins, but they get one back in the win column in CCL play. And looking forward to the Stars getting that homestand just beginning tomorrow, so be sure to come on out and support the Stars. They'll welcome in the Alameda Merchants, Ventura Pirates, and the San Diego Sunrays Thursday through Saturday. All games first pitch at 4:30. So once again, final score here from Pasadena, 7-3. Stars take it. For all the crew behind the scenes, I'm Hunter Shoemake saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow when the Stars back in action at home. We'll see you then.